fresh air, exercise. You said you wanted to get out more.
Didn't mean I want to sit on a wooden bench all day watching a load of scruffy old drunks while you're in the bar getting legless.
What are you implying? Some of my fellow members here are your movers and shakers. Leading estate agents, some of them. They're just as familiar with the inside of a pair of designer casuals as you are.
Look at them. The only moving and shaking that lot are going to do is when they haven't had a drink for 10 minutes.
Haven't you heard of executive stress? We captains of industry like to unwind from the strain of Britain's economic turnaround. We like to do it at places like this.
Yeah, well, I suppose it is a bit smarter than the Winchester.
You're still sadly lacking, Raymond, in Eurovision. This place is stuffed with foreigners, all members of the EEC. It's just as well you got me grooming you for the single currency decade.
Well, you can say that again. I'm nearly down to single currency now.
Take the clubs over there and I'll see you later. Give me the phone. Give me the phone, quick.
Packed up, didn't it? That's only the freight.
Give us it. Always happy to help an old friend, yes, certainly. Yes. 200K. That's a little below my usual margin, but never mind. How is lady test go, by the way? No, just enjoying a moment of respite at my golf club. Must go. Bye-bye. Simon! In the heat of a takeover, I all but missed you.
That's perfectly all right, Arthur.
Not at all, not at all. I understand congratulations are in order. Raymond, you are looking at the man who's got his hand on the club rudder. Mr. Perkins been elected our new captain. Simon, I was hoping to have a quick word. In the excitement of your election, you probably failed to notice that my period of provisional membership is drawing to a close.
No, Arthur, I hadn't forgotten.
Oh, good. So I presume I can look forward to a smooth transition to full membership in a week's time?
Well, obviously, you wouldn't expect me to preempt the membership committee decision?
Perish the thought, Simon, perish the thought. It's just that a few of my business associates in the upmarket end of the consumer chain are anxious to pencil in an invite here in their windows. And while I'm still just a provisional member...
Arthur, let me say this. We're in a wait-and-see situation here, OK?
Oh, fine. Anything I can do, you know, oil the waters.
Well, you know, quite frankly, a round wouldn't do your chances any harm.
What, another one? I bought so many since I've been coming here, I'm thinking of taking out a second mortgage.
On the course. You do seem to spend a lot of your time here in the bar. And we are, after all, a golf club and a particularly attractive one.
Oh, yes, indeed. No, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as the old back trouble settles down.
Absolutely, yes.
Would you rely on me for the upmarket punters? Arthur! Arthur, I thought it was you. Previous. What are you doing here?
Reardon's one of our caddies.
Oh, really? Oh, he used to do odd jobs for me. How are you? Reardon.
Oh, I'm not long out, Arthur. I came round to see you the day I was released. But you've moved the lockup.
If you'll excuse me, you both obviously have a great deal to talk about.
No, not at all, not at all.
Arthur Daly, with a bit of luck bumping into you.
You don't half-pick your moments, Previous. Couldn't you see I was trying to get me membership sorted?
He's not here, is he? You better leave a card, then.
I am permanently at the mercy of the world of high finance. I do not have time to play golf, so I do not need a caddy. Nice to see you, Previous.
Well, less of the previous, Arthur. I'm the professor now.
Well, if it's one of them certificates from Milton Keynes University, forget it. Welsh Harry ran them off on his daughter's toy printing kit.
No, it's my name, Professor. Yeah, I've got to be a trustee at the Scrubs. They let me push the library trolley around.
Fascinating. Look, I want you to do me a favour. Next time you see me here, don't know me, right?
Fair enough, Arthur. Shall we say a tenner?
Yeah, by all means. There you are, there's a quid on account. The rest on satisfactory completion of the agreement.
I'll be seeing you.
No, you won't.
Major Beatty, how very kind of you to be here, sir.
Got your letter, came as asked.
Usuals? I think we'll have them in the committee room.
Oh, and a large V&T for me.
Oh, righto, sir.
Yeah, on my slate, as usual.
I'm afraid a credit tariff is only accorded to full members, Arthur. Provisional members are required to settle in cash.
Silly me, I forgot.
Don't think I've met you. Beatty.
Yeah, Arthur Daly. Entrepreneur on a Europe-wide basis.
The Major's our senior member.
Glad to have you with us, Daly.
Oh, glad to come aboard. I do a lot of trade with a wing commander. I wonder if you know him.
If you'll excuse us, Arthur.
Of course.
Committee business, gentlemen.
See you later.
Yes.
Morning.
Absolute disgrace.
Something about it.
It just seems crazy, sir. I mean, I joined the force to catch villains, not to help them make money.
You're behind the times, Michael. That's all over now, catching villains. The accountants are in charge now, and I've just had the whisper from the yard. They'll be round for a surprise look at the books tomorrow morning, which gives us just under 1 day to show a loss.
Yeah, but we've done really well this year, sir. Overtime's been right down. Expenses are cut to the bone. Now we've got to give everything we save from public funds to the greasiest little scrope we know. That makes sense, sir.
Listen, do you want to see our next year's budget cut because we've done so well with this one?
No, sir.
Neither do I. We've got to have more money next year, not less, so we can do the job better. Which means this year we have to be seen to make a loss. So, can you think of anyone we can better turn to in our time of need? Neither can I. I don't care how bent he is. Get me Daly.
Yes, you always got a good cup of tea in Brixton. E-wing was E-wing in those days. Gone right down now. I was once in the showers with one of the great train robbers. Of course, it was a long time ago.
Pity it wasn't a bit more recent. Excuse me. Here, do you want it?
I wouldn't mind. It's for the recycling lorry.
Well, I'm all for saving resources.
Oh, you want to wear something different then? That suit won't last 5 minutes if you're going out caddying.
Well, I wouldn't have put this on if I'd known I was coming here, would I? Unless that is, I knew I was going to bump into you. The name's Ray. You're the catering manager, ain't you?
That's right. Oh, you know, it's funny, I feel sort of lucky meeting you, Ray.
Yeah, I expect that's my animal magnetism.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's more the fact I got another 6 of them in the clubhouse.
You're positive that this is the feeling of the committee as a whole?
Oh, don't for heaven's sake get me wrong. I feel, the whole committee feels, a deep gratitude for the enormous contribution you've made to it over many years. I mean, all we're asking, suggesting, is that you
Make way for someone younger.
whilst continuing to enjoy your deserved position as senior member.
You'll have my letter of resignation this afternoon.
No, I don't have a handicap. It's just I have this back trouble. Gets me...
Have you got a moment, Mr. Daly?
Yeah. Excuse me, Marcel. One of my charity cases. I take it you are aware this is a members-only establishment.
Bit pricey for you here, isn't it?
Speculation accumulation, Mr. Morley. Look, I do not have time for idle banter. How can I assist in the continuing fight against crime?
I'd like you to accompany me to the station.
Those facsimile four-wheel drive kits were genuine collector's items. They were never meant to be used on the public highway.
Save it, Daly. It's my painful duty to ask you, Daly, if you'd like to buy a police transport coach.
Is this a fit-up?
No, it's not.
In that case, Mr. Morley, I would advise you to think again. They're bound to notice it's gone. Think of your pension.
This is a legitimate proposition, Daly. It's kosher. I'm here on behalf of Superintendent Roden to ask if you want to come back to the Nick and view it immediately.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
Well, it beats hanging around with the caddies all afternoon.
Oh, look at you. I feel really guilty.
That's all right. Of course, if you're worried about making it up to me, I won't say no to a drink.
I'll have a word with the bar.
I'm not here. I was thinking we could go somewhere a little bit more environmentally friendly.
I am at work, you know.
It'll have to be this evening then, won't it?
Wait, you're supposed to be on call to me, not rippling your forceps out here. Don't believe him, my dear. He's a born deceiver. Married man with 4 children.
Married, eh?
Give it a rest, Arthur.
I wish you would. Meanwhile, the taxi of opportunity approaches yet again with its amber light up. Come on.
I'm busy.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, thanks a lot, Arthur.
You don't like it here, remember?
That it?
Yeah, I think so. Looks a nice little runner. They can't wait to get shot of it.
I'm not surprised. If you ask me, you're throwing your money away.
Raymond, vision. And I had one at the golf club.
You want a bit more tonic with it, then?
A Eurovision. When I was here holding Morley, the clouds parted and I suddenly saw it.
What?
Daily tours.
Yeah, what, abroad?
Yeah, certainly not. I hate abroad. No, London. Coach load of punters, 10 minutes round the site and then back for another lot.
Arthur, all those routes are sewn up. You'll never get in.
No, we won't be using those routes. We'll show them the London the punter never sees. Yeah, take the coach over to the golf club and pick up Professor Reardon.
Who's he?
Previous. Take him over the lockup.
You sure he's a danger to public health?
Professor Reardon has extensive educational knowledge. He used to run a library. I'm engaging him to create a series of teach yourself English lessons on tape. We'll knock them out on the tours.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll meet you back at the lockup and we'll take the coach over to Heathrow for a trial run.
All right.
Superintendent Roden, this is Arthur Daly and his nephew.
Mr. Daly,
Superintendent?
you've seen the coach.
I'm afraid I have. Dear, oh dear. To think the guardians of our liberty have been shunted around in a vehicle like that. If you ask me, it's a national disgrace.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, Ray will do the test drive, if you like, let him have the keys.
I assume he's PSV.
Mr. Morley, all my staff are fully qualified. Off you go, Ray.
He does, of course, come with a regular service history.
I assume that naturally. Mr. Morley knows my standards. Superintendent, man to man, can I take it that the mileage really is as low as it says on the clock?
You can rely on us, Mr. Daly. Would you care to hazard a figure?
Well, sadly, in these inflationary times, I can't be as generous as I wish to be. However... Hey. How much? Well, I didn't invent VAT.
Perfect. Mr. Daly, you've got yourself a deal.
Danny, what a nice surprise.
I've only got one thing to say to you, Arthur. Facsimile four-wheel drive kits. Six facsimile four-wheel drive kits.
Collector's items, originally sold in kit form. I told you I flogged them to Cyprus.
So he told me, Arthur. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, but I wasn't know he was going to knock them out to you, was I? I mean, if I had, I'd have provided my usual cast-iron guarantee.
That might have come in handy. For the axles. As it was, old Kypros put them together out of alley.
Aluminium axles on four-wheel drive?
Now, I wouldn't have minded so much had he told me. Well, I wouldn't have bought them, would I? But it was being kept in the dark that got up my nose. They all collapsed on the A40 on the way back to my gaff.
Disgraceful. I think your best course is to have a word with Kypros.
Ah, I did. Now, the thing is, Arthur, I've got 6 useless motors and I'm 18 grand down.
18 grand? I'll let him have the lot for 9.5.
That's without the interest at a daily rate. We'll call it 20. Then you can collect them back any time you like.
Look, Danny, I really and truly would like to help, but I think you've got to put this down to Kypros.
No. It's your shout, Arthur.
But I haven't got 20 grand. Business is terrible. I haven't even got 20 sovs. Look, Danny, I really am sorry to hear that you should lose your hard-earned in this way, but that has to be my last word. Now, would you let me out, please?
I'll give you till this afternoon. Or else what happened outside could happen to you.
I think you're a bit behind the times, Denny. See, I've got a new minder. I don't think you've met him.
Got here as fast as I could, Arthur. I'll gather you've a job for me.
Oh, my God.
Do you know, I feel sorry for you, Arthur. I do, really.
Having a bit of trouble, Arthur?
Yeah, nothing you can't handle, son. So, excuse me.
I don't think I've had the pleasure, son.
I'm Arthur's nephew. Ray Daly.
And I'm Danny Willis. You'll have heard of me.
And your reputation.
Well then, you know business is business. We'll save it for now. All right?
That's fine by me.
Later, Arthur. And I won't be short-handed.
About time, too.
Do you know who that was?
Danny Willis? Yeah, of course. I knew his dad.
He said he'd be back later.
Ah, he always says that. That probably means you put the frighteners on him.
Well, if I did it, a beer first. Yeah, I think I'm ready for a drink.
I'm with you there, son.
Out of the question. There are people out there waiting to give me money. Come on, get on the coach. No, not you, Previous. I've got something else for you. I'll talk to you later. Now, this is what we're going to do. Thank you very much. No credit cards. Yeah, £20, please. Or 5,000 yen. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much.
Is this the bus into town?
It is indeed. Travel in air-conditioned luxury while viewing the sights of the world's most ancient capital.
You mean it's a tour?
That we throw in a tour on the way to the centre of the metropolis. £20 per head. Please have your money ready.
Excuse me, but the sign says 5.
That is for the ordinary journey, madam. This is the daily tour. Yeah, one at a time, please. Oh, let me help you, sir. 2 of them purple ones. There we are. Thank you very much. In you go. Make yourself comfortable. There we go, sir. £20 per head, sir. Thank you very much.
Say, fella, why don't we hit London?
Oh, the airport is quite a way out of the city.
Okay, so when do you start your commentary?
Commentary? What do you think this is, Ascot?
Well, it is a tour, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's a tour.
So where's your commentary? Where are the sights?
You're surrounded by sights. Priceless views of the historical city of London.
I am not satisfied.
There's 2,000 years of history out there. What do you want for 20 sols?
These aren't sights. Where's Westminster Palace?
Oh, no. We don't cover them sort of sights.
You don't cover them?
No. We take you off the beaten track. We show you the real London. The London the punter never sees.
Is that right?
Would I lie to you?
Okay, then where's the commentary? I never heard of a tour that doesn't have a commentary.
Dwight's right. We want a commentary. Isn't that right?
Well, you want the commentary? There you go, fella. So let's hear it. Comment.
Where the hell are we?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. Hang on, yeah. I think we're just coming up to my cousin Sharon's flats.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Daily Tours.
Arthur, it's not on.
What's not on?
The mic.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Her Gracious Majesty, welcome to Daily Tours, the inside view of London. On the right, we are approaching a set of bijou apartments, one of which is occupied by our driver Ray's cousin Sharon. Sharon has blue eyes and blonde hair. He's 5'11" and is studying with the Royal Ballet Company.
何してるの?
サロンのフラットを取っても。
Her hobbies are breeding and fine wine. Now, coming up on the left, you will see the famous Star of Bengal restaurant, known locally as the Raja's Revenge. And there, you see, look, 7 Seas off-licence and supermarket. Now, if you keep looking ahead, you'll see a particularly attractive filling station, which is known as one of the architectural jewels of West London. Coming up on the left again is a betting shop, owned for many years by Stan Sharp, a right ducker and diver from up our way. Stan was notorious in his lifetime for refusing to pay out on the 4th horse in 16-runner handicaps. Next door is the funeral parlour where he lay in state before being called to that great steward's inquiry in the sky. I understand his missus has taken over the business now.
Is this for real?
Look! What's up?
I'm gonna have to pull in.
This is the stop we normally make at this point in the itinerary to allow time for photographs and a chance to savour the atmosphere of the world's finest city.
What the hell kind of a tour is this? You take us nowhere, now your bus is broken down.
A mere technical fault. You get them on moonshots, don't you? You will notice that we choose this particular spot to allow you to view a very fine example of English statuary. A grateful nation's tribute to one of its leading heroes. Perhaps you'd care to step off in orderly fashion and view the actuality.
Is that the House of Parliament over there?
Not as such, no. What is it?
I don't know, it could be anything. I feel like a blockage in the fuel pump. Whoever it is, I can't fix it.
Well, you've got to. To think this is my reward for supporting law and order.
Hier, ich habe meine Tasche vergessen.
So who is this guy Howells?
Sir Rampton? Oh, he was very active against the Zulus. You've heard of the charge of the Light Brigade.
That was in Russia.
You know, Russian Zulus.
In the charge of the Light Brigade, you guys got wiped out.
Ah, that is correct. But, as you rightly surmise, I mention it as a comparison. Sir Rampton Howells, KSO, is celebrated in the military trade for leading the more successful charge of the Night Brigade. It is so called because they only operated at night. Only once during their entire history did they have a daytime call-out. That was against the Zulu revolt in 1905. The Zulus were so surprised that not a drop of blood was shed on that historic morn. Instead, Sir Rampton levied a small demand to cover expenses only, as all the lads were on double time. And as the history books tell us, that payment is now known traditionally as the charge of the Night Brigade. Excuse me. Well?
I think it's had it.
It can't have.
It's no good, Arthur. The only way we'll get this going now would be to bump start it.
Oh, be practical. How can we push a coach? Call me a dreamer if you will, but I have a vision. Look at us. We fly many flags, we speak a multitude of tongues, and here we are, all about to push together with one common aim. I look at us and I think, perhaps one day the whole world will be like this.
Taking its vacation, pushing some wise guy's beat-up tour bus?
Ask not what you can do for your country. Ask only what your country can do for you. That's the way we do it in Britain, Mr. Corelli. It may seem quaint to you, but it's got us this far. Right, everyone, after 3.
Aren't you pushing too?
With my back? Would that I could. Come on! 1, might as well. 2, 3! Harder! Keep pushing! You see what can be achieved with international cooperation?
Oh, sure. And now I'm going to show you something else it can do. You see, before we get off this bus, you are going to give each and every one of us back our money.
Quite right.
I don't think you quite understand.
Oh, I understand all right. And I think I speak for everyone here. You see, this here is mutiny.
No. When I say you don't understand, I mean the tour hasn't finished yet.
I don't know about all this, Arthur. I mean, I don't mind a few non-members, but there is a limit.
Caught in the storm, Dave. And anyway, think of the takings.
Yours or mine?
Ours, Dave, ours. Don't forget, since you went public, your duty is to your shareholders. Me.
Minority shareholder. Anyway, look, I don't want this like a game. I could lose my licence.
Well, speaking of non-members...
Right.
Is that the lady next to you?
I've come for my money.
Why don't you and Ray discuss it outside, Ray?
Arthur, there's 3 of them.
Dave's right, Arthur. Besides, it's a bit nippy out. I think we'll stay here. 20 grand.
I've got punters here.
Of course you have, Arthur. That's why you won't want any mess. Now, where's my money?
I told you I haven't got 20 grand.
That's what I thought you'd say. Scotch.
Yeah, no, Ray. Arthur, not in front of the punters.
Now, where were we? If you want me to extend your loan, I'll be needing a down payment immediately as proof of your good intentions.
Well, I haven't got any money.
Hold it right there, fella.
All part of the tour.
Now, you listen to me, Denny. This is well out of order. You do not rack in a boozer. Your dad would never have allowed it. Ain't you got no respect?
None. Now then, Arthur, how much are we talking about?
Well, they haven't got any money.
Hang on, Arthur. I have to say, this time, I think Denny's got a...
Hold it a minute.
I need one for the girls in the office. They'll never believe this.
You've got yourself some talent, Arthur. We'll leave it for now. But don't forget, you owe me.
Well, I gotta tell you, pal, this is the best tour we've ever been on.
Can you speak up a bit?
You had me fooled right from the start.
We thought you were just a horrible old crook with a broken-down bus.
Couldn't be more wrong, could they, Dave?
Yeah, right. Sunbird from the golf club.
Yeah, I'm delighted you were happy with our effort. If it's brightened your stay, it hasn't been in vain.
What's up? You want some more boxes shifting? All right, I was only joking. Yeah, I can come over. As soon as I can.
Oi, where you going? Tea. What about the punters?
I explain it's an old English custom.
Ray,
Denny?
what's Arthur paying you?
Sorry, mate. That's confidential.
Will be if I know Arthur. You'd be lucky if you get double figures. And then it'll be in yen and luncheon vouchers. Listen, a boy like you could be worth a lot of money to me. A lot of money.
And that's very kind of you, Denny. But I've got a job.
He's clapped out, your Uncle Arthur. Game over. Time he packed up altogether. You should be thinking about your future, son. Minders don't last forever. And what kind of future you got with an old shafter like Arthur Daly?
Don't you ever, ever insult my family, Denny. That's personal.
You're threatening me, son.
If you want...
All right, Ray. I'll be in touch.
Sorry I couldn't bring the wife.
It's all right. Previous, the professor put me straight about your boss, Arthur.
Terrific. Should have bought a bucket and spade and all.
I told you, I don't want us to be seen.
So I'm here. What do you want?
Oh, don't be like that. What was I supposed to think? I like you. I didn't want you to be married. OK?
Yeah, OK.
But I do want your help.
Well, go on.
Nice out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice with you.
What would you say if I told you that in 6 months, it'll all be covered with executive-style houses?
Nah, never. They wouldn't part with the land.
Who wouldn't?
Club, of course.
Yeah, and who decides what the golf club does and doesn't do?
I don't know, the committee, Perkins and all that lot.
Exactly. Perkins and all that lot. His lot. You know, I thought there was something funny going on when he started getting rid of all the people who'd been on the committee for years and bringing in his mates. And now Major Beattie's resigned, I'm sure. So I had a nose about in his office while Perkins was out on the course. And I found this. Application for outline planning permission. I only had time to copy the first page.
So who's Shetland Developments?
Who'd you think? Can you pick me up when I finish work and take me over to the planning office to check? I'll never make it in time on the bus.
I'm not sure about this, Lorraine.
Oh, great. Quick, come here.
What?
I'm only going to kiss you, otherwise he might suspect.
Well, well, well. You're Daly's man, aren't you? Wonder if you wouldn't mind keeping your hands off our employees. I think you'll find, Lorraine, you're still well within working hours. I'm sure there's plenty to occupy in the kitchen.
Sorry, Mr. Perkins.
Sorry. Don't let me see you on the course again. I do have to think about the other members, after all. As far as I'm aware, your Mr. Daly isn't with us this afternoon, so I don't see any call for you to be either. You're not thinking of applying for membership as well, are you? What time do you finish?
6 o'clock.
Oh, you wanted me, sir?
Oh, yes, Michael. You gentlemen make yourselves at home. I'll see this chap outside. Excuse me. What the hell do you think you're playing at? Do you think this is any time for CID versus uniform?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not quite with you.
Minutes before the Gestapo in there arrived this morning, your governor suddenly, and for no apparent reason, decides to hand in a CID expenses claim for vehicle maintenance.
Oh, no.
Which means that someone must have told him they were coming. Do you have any suspicions, Morley, as to who that might have been?
Well, I admit I did mention it, sir, but that was only because he was wondering what you and I were doing in the yard yesterday with Arthur Daly.
Have you any idea how much he's claiming has been spent on CID vehicle maintenance this year?
Well, the cars are in a very bad state, sir.
Bad. I wanted us to show an overall loss, not fund the American space program.
Very sorry, sir.
We'll have to do better than sorry. There's only one thing for it now. Get it back.
What, the coach?
And before they start the stock check. If those two find out now that I've sold off a transport coach for next to nothing, they'll have me on a skewer. And if I go down the pan on this one, you're coming with me. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Because I've booked it out today in your name.
Morning, Arthur.
What time do you call this?
I can explain.
No need to. I know what you've been up to, casting your lilies on the water. I had a terrible time last night. You abandoned me.
Didn't.
What am I supposed to do with a coachload of foreigners who don't speak English? All Brahms as newts.
Arthur!
And at the finish, a bloke from the Japanese embassy turned up and started making threats. I'm serious, Ray. This is a major professional lapse.
It was important.
Important?
Me and Lorraine had to go to the town hall.
You only met her yesterday. Wasn't it enough for her that she threw herself at you like all the others?
Not the registry, the town planning office. Here, have a look at this.
What?
Outline planning permission for an exclusive development of executive-style homes all over what is currently St David's Golf Course.
I see. Well, I must admit, Ray, this goes some way towards mitigating your behaviour. I could get in on the ground floor on this.
If you have a look who the developers are, you might not be so keen.
Shetland Developments? Directors Simon and Janet Perkins? I don't get your drift.
Well, Perkins has set it up so he can flog the land to himself. And all that money you've spent in the bar will go straight down the porcelain if there's no more club, won't it?
Ray, I appreciate your concern. I'll take your tip. I'll withdraw my application immediately.
Lorraine was hoping you'd do something about it.
Me? What can I do?
Well, stop him.
Ray, you are in the grip of a serious delusion. What you and your well-meaning friends who want to save the Welsh fail to realise is we live in a time of harsh economic necessity. This is the way people like Simon make their wedge. No, I'm going to get clear while Oh, this is all I need. Oh, I hope you haven't come round to offload another of your dodgy vehicles, Mr. Morley. I've had terrible trouble with that coach.
In that case, I'm here to tell you your problems are over.
Would that they were. You haven't started flogging life insurance, have you?
Are you trying to be funny, Daly?
Oh, no, never, Mr. Morley, never. Thing of the past. Levity is a luxury I jettisoned along with several others, and I'm delighted to say your coach was one of them.
You've sold it?
At considerable loss, I might say.
You can't.
What do you mean I can't? I'm a licensed vehicle trader.
Who'd you get to buy it?
Rambo.
Do you know where he is now?
Where he is every morning, down a pool.
Right, get in the car. You're going to come and get it back.
I don't want it back.
Well, I do. And when you've bought it back off him, I'll buy it back off you.
Mr. Morley, you fly in the face of all established trading practices. Anyway, I can't go chatter-banging off with you. I've got a business to run.
Daly, how can I put this? If you don't come with me and get that coach back now, you won't have a business. End of story.
You will accompany me, Raymond. If he tries to assault me, you'll do the necessary.
Sorry, Arthur. I've got a bit of business I've got to take care of myself.
You jackal in hyena's clothing.
Excuse me, sir, can you take your shoes off, please?
What?
Can you take your shoes off, please?
I just paid £1.30. Rambo?
What do you want, Arthur?
It's a matter of business, Rambo. Could we go somewhere a little less public?
Well, I can't stop them training. I tell you what, I'm not best pleased with that coach.
In that case, Rambo, I am here to tell you your problems are over. Now, in accordance with what you will know is my watchword, reliability, I felt it my duty as a businessman to come straight over and tell you that coach I sold you is not kosher.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have been selling it if it was, would you?
Rambo, you besmirch me. As you know, I had only just taken delivery of that vehicle last night when you insisted I make it yours. There was no opportunity for a fully scrupulous checkup by my staff. But fear not, fortunately for you, you are fully covered, as are all my clients, by the Arthur Daly non-negotiable guarantee. No quibble, no fuss. I'll take back the bus. I've come to refund your money.
I don't believe it.
14 was number one goal this morning. Yeah, it was and it was just like that.
Major Beatty, can I buy you a drink, sir? No, thank you, Perkins. I'd like a word with you, please. Certainly. In my office? No, here in the bar. I'm sure all the other members would like to hear what you have to say.
It won't take a minute. We've got something we think you should have a look at.
This is a copy of a planning application for the development of the golf course by a company owned by Mr. Perkins and his wife.
Is this true, Perkins?
They're waiting.
Hold on, Arthur. What's in this for you?
No, you put your digit on it there, Rambo. There is something in it for me, that's true. Something irreplaceable. Something mere money can't buy. My reputation. Who lifts my wedge, nicks trash compared to that. Nice doing business with you.
Well, what are you playing at, Arthur? This is short.
Wear and tear. I don't know what you've been doing with it.
It ain't moved since I bought it.
That's the vehicle speculation game, Rambo. They depreciate while they're standing still. It's always this hot in here.
Daly.
Superintendent?
There's something very odd about this.
How do you mean?
What I don't understand is why one officer, admittedly now accompanied by two more, should require the use of a police transport coach to themselves for a day.
I'm sure Sergeant Morley will be happy to explain that. Won't you, Morley?
Yes, I would. But I would have thought that was outside your brief.
Our brief is the use of police resources, Sergeant, effectively or otherwise. Now, I'm asking you to account for the booking out of this coach.
I think what the sergeant's trying to say, Mr.
Hart.
Oh, Daly, how do you do? I think what he's trying to say is that this is confidential police business. I mean, when I tell you that we are engaged on an underground operation, which I may say has taken us right up the sharp end of the front line, I don't think you want me to say more.
I'm so sorry, sir. I had no idea.
That's all right. We pride ourselves on our discretion. Not that we aren't grateful for a bit of grassroots assistance from these local lads. This is a fine station. I expect you discovered that.
Oh, yes. Yes, we've no complaints.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Anything else you want, the sergeant will look after you. Morley?
Would you like a cup of tea before you go, gentlemen?
Thank you.
No word of thanks is necessary, Superintendent. Suffice it to say, I have been of assistance.
Don't push it, Daly. I'll get your money.
No, this provokes a note of embarrassment. You see, since our previous transaction, the market has fluctuated, resulting in an upturn in demand for motors of this type.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, a slight readjustment in the retail position is inevitable.
How much?
You'd better get back to the golf club, Ray.
Daly, join us, too. Marcel, another glass.
Oh, thank you, Major. My pleasure. Raymond, you are aware that this is...
members only?
One of my junior managers.
Ray's my guest, as is Lorraine. And I think champagne is the least we can offer them. They've just saved the club from being bulldozed.
Bulldozed? You mean the threat to our environment has actually reached here?
I'm afraid so. Thanks to these two, Perkins, our former captain, has been unmasked at the 11th hour. He's resigned from the club.
Well, call me a firebrand if you must, but I'm with His Royal Highness the Prince on this. There's too much development, and I speak as an international entrepreneur.
Oh, I know you would have given us your full support, Arthur, had you known.
My dear, mere words are not enough to thank you.
Well, they'll have to do for now. I've got to get back to work.
Yeah, me too. I'll leave it to you members. And provisionals.
A good chap. And she's a fine girl.
Yes, with a very nice sense of humour. I expect you noticed her covert allusion to my small role in this whole business.
You were involved in saving us?
Oh, only in an advisory capacity, of course. I mean, as I'm only a provisional member, I didn't feel I had the authority to do otherwise but stay in the background, Major.
Call me George.
George.
Provisional member, you say?
At the moment, yes. Oh, well, but perhaps you could help me get that sorted, George. Oh, by the way, call me Arthur.
I've prepared everything, Arthur, just as you instructed.
Not now, previous. It won't be necessary. I regret to inform you the tourism business has bottomed out and I have been forced to make an economic U-turn.
U-turn?
I have abandoned that particular sphere of economic endeavour. Now, off you go. Go on. Well, by the way, I shall want the recording equipment back.
But I have imparted the language of Shakespeare for the edification of our friends across the seas. Listen to this.
Scenes from English life, a language course for the foreigner.
Sorry about this, George.
1. Being arrested.
Previous. This is a members-only bar. Let's discuss it outside.
Are in the air.
Turn it off!
You commissioned me.
My
I've done a whole
hands
half
are
hour.
in the air.
This is no way to treat an artist.
Out!
I have nothing to say.
Previous, I have to inform you that our former agreement is rescinded.
What could you mean?
You were not supposed to clock me in the club. Now, give me that and start.
Hello,
Arthur.
You've got me banged to rights.
Denny? I've just been trying to raise it now, but no luck so far.
See my lawyer.
And yet I'm hearing from Rambo. You've had one, if not two, nice little tickles today.
Can you get me bail? Can you get me bail?
Turn it off.
Why'd you let Arthur Daly run your life?
He doesn't. I might look like that sometimes, but...
Ray! Ray! I ain't got got no money, Denny. Honestly, I ain't.
Go, pal! Hold it! What the hell are you playing at?
There's 7 of us. Now, I know you're good, but nobody's that good.
I'm Arthur's minder. I told you, he's family.
Take on 7 of us. You remind me of myself. Do you know that? That's exactly what I'd have done. You've got to stand up for your family, haven't you? I respect that. All right, Arthur. Give us $1,000 and I'll forget it.
I knew we'd sort something out, Denny.
Like I said, Arthur, you've got yourself some class here. You should look after it. Anytime you fancy a drink, right?
All right, Denny.
Where were you?
Arthur, I shall be delighted to finalize your membership.
George, I'm thrilled, as I know her indoors will be too.
There's just one minor formality. I do think we should have a round together.
Oh, mine's a large vodka and tonic.
On the course, Arthur.
No, I know.
Tell you what about tomorrow afternoon?
Oh, I'd love to, Major, but I've got this handicap.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just as long as you can hit the ball, tell the difference between a pitch and a wedge.
Pitch in a wedge?
Shouldn't be any problem for you. Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, well, you're right, yeah.
Sounds like your Uncle Arthur's still in the bar.
Yeah, will he be seeing himself home tonight?
Oh, so you're free then?
Yeah, I am, as it happens. So if you're free, we could be free together.
And if Arthur changes his mind and suddenly decides he's free, you know, like he phones and he wants picking up after all, and it's 2 in the morning, you go straight out and fetch him, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily.
Of course you would. I like you, Ray. You're very attractive. And you're a really nice man. Too nice for your own good. Because your Uncle Arthur's got you on a string, and he'll keep you there forever as long as you let him. Thanks for helping me. You've saved this.
She give me a blank.
They wanted me to play golf.
Let's go for a drink, eh?
Yeah, come on then. One of the juiciest lines of goods you've put my way for a long time, Derek. Certainly a great improvement on them digital egg timers.
Not my fault, Arthur. I got steered wrong by light-fingered Ted. He didn't tell me you couldn't get batteries for him.
Light-fingered Ted. What do you expect doing business with a bloke like him? Well, it certainly left me well out of pocket, I can tell you.
Well, that's why I'm giving you the video recorders at a good price.
Yeah, I can't deny it, Derek. I don't know how you can bang them out so cheap.
Well, I didn't pay that much for them, Arthur. Know what I mean?
Steady the buffs. I don't want to know. Where you got them is between you and your conscience.
You got a buyer for them, all right?
At these prices? No problem. Ray's running them down to Limehouse at this very moment.
Don't do this to me now. All right. Look, why don't you go?
The state of these roads.
Yeah, shocking, isn't it?
It really gets up my nose. I do not pay my road tax so I can get my back broken every time I go out for a drive.
Whoa!
Vicky, get off a daily on the blower, will you?
Is that it, Billy boy?
Nah, about another dozen.
Pack them in nice and tight. You mind those bird balls? White ears, loons. Daily into Europe, managing director speaking.
Arthur, Tony Anthony.
Oh, hello, Two-Tone. This is your lucky day. How do you feel about 200 more videos?
What do you mean, more? Where's the first lot?
What, have you got 'em?
No, I have not, and I'm not hanging about here all day.
But Ray left with them hours ago.
I don't want to hear it. Let's face it, Arthur, it's probably not the sort of gear I want to hold on to for long.
No, look, Two-Tone, relax. I'm sure he'll be with you any minute now.
I'll give him 20. If he's not here by then, the deal is off.
Arthur, I think you should come and have a look at this.
Yeah, Two-Tone, hang on. Just hang on a minute, will you?
Sorry, Arthur. I think it's the starter motor.
Well, why did you get him to tow you to Limehouse?
Oh, you're joking. The centre of London was bumper to bumper.
Look, I didn't pay 500 quid for a van and have it break down just when I need it.
You didn't pay 500 quid for it.
Tone, look, we seem to have suffered a minor setback, but I guarantee the goods will be with you tomorrow morning.
Arthur, you are about as reliable as a check in the post. I've told you before, tomorrow's no good. The deal's off.
Tony? Anthony? What are you doing?
I'm bringing in the gear.
Forget it. The deal's fallen through, thanks to you.
Me?
Yeah, go and tell Derek he'll have to take them all back.
Well, Derek's gone.
Go on where?
Wherever Derek's go, I don't know.
Well, what am I supposed to do with this lot?
Put him in here.
The cage is full.
All right, I'll stick him in a corner.
Oh, don't talk wet, Ray. The magpies we got round here. They see a stack of videos outside the safe cage. They think it's Christmas, Easter, and their birthday all rolled into one. They wouldn't be able to stop themselves.
Well, they ain't going anywhere else, Arthur. The van's knackered.
We'll have to get it fixed then.
Yeah, but I'm going out tonight.
Well, you'll have to cancel. Someone's got to stay here tonight and keep an eye on the videos.
All night? Oh, give us a break, Arthur.
I'll arrange somewhere else for them to go and I'll pick you up in the morning. Don't let them out of your sight. There's a put-me-up up there somewhere, top of the stairs. Good night.
Arthur?
I'd just like to say that you have to be the most egotistical, insensitive cheapskate.
What have I done?
Is this your idea of a romantic evening out? A quick bunk up in the lockup? What do you take me for?
I told you, I've got to look after some gear for my uncle.
Oh, Uncle Arthur. I might have known.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
You are going to end up just like him. Ducking in and out of dodgy deals, ripping off everyone you meet, including me. I must need my head examining. What am I doing here?
It's my boy's charm. Come into my parlour.
So, what's the plan for the evening? Stock taking?
I've never heard it called that before. Come on, I want to show you something.
Oh, how on earth did you...
From Singapore Sunset. Seasonable vegetables, lemon chicken, a selection of dim sum, and a pièce de la résistance, Peking duck.
I kill for Peking duck.
I know. All washed down with a bottle of bubbly and a little something to say, thanks for keeping me company, Claude.
What is it?
It's a digital egg timer.
That's sweet.
Well, would you give the girl who's got everything? And I mean everything.
Thank you.
I didn't know where to put my face.
Oh, shut up about it, Arthur.
I don't like the idea of strange birds in the lockup.
And I didn't like the idea of spending the night alone there. And Gloria is not a strange bird.
Bean sprouts all over my paperwork.
What are you two doing here at this time of day?
Oh, don't ask.
Oh, am I glad to see you, Dave.
Yeah. You can't leave that island there, you know.
Sorry, Dave.
Well, how am I going to get to my stock?
Oh, it's only for a couple of days. We've got a little log jam at the lockup.
Oh, no way. I mean, I can hardly swing a cat in there as it is, Arthur.
I'm ashamed to even want to, Dave. It's only a temporary measure.
No, Arthur, I am putting my foot down.
Dave, I'm surprised at you. Is this the way for a friend and a business colleague to behave? A less kind man would describe your attitude as churlish.
Oh, well, go on then. I suppose it'll be all right for a couple of days.
That's the spirit, Dave. Go and bring a couple of boxes in, will you? Many hands make light work, as the poet says.
Arthur, somebody outside wants a word with you.
Any problems, officer?
This your vehicle?
It is indeed. I have all the legal documents to prove it.
Your tax disc's out of date.
It's nothing less than a scandal. Hounded on my very own doorstep by the Gestapo tactics of the local traffic police. Road tax. I don't mind paying a road tax if they provide us with decent roads. I set up a perfectly good business deal, and what happens? I cannot get my merchandise beyond Shepherd's Bush. The arteries of our once great capital are totally clogged.
We all know what happens when your arteries get clogged.
Roads are diabolical, not fit for farm carts. I mean, how is the modern businessman expected to contribute to the new spirit of enterprise abroad in the country when the roads are full of potholes? Give us the tools, as Winston said, and we will finish the job. But this cavalier attitude to entrepreneurs. Talking of which, where's Ray with that tax disc? We've got to get them videos down to Limehouse.
You mean Two-Tone's going to take them after what he said yesterday?
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
What was that?
I'm letting him have them half price.
Arthur, so glad I caught you.
Di, what you doing round here?
Don't even ask, Arthur. Where's your boy?
Ray? Oh, he's just slipped out to get me a tax disc.
Sorry to have missed him. Can I get you a bevy, or are you shooting off?
Well, no, I was, Yeah, all right, Di, fine. Yeah.
I'm sorely depressed. Sorely depressed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Di.
It's a sad and troubled world we live in. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes. Very sad, very troubled.
A man goes through life trying to earn a crust. Then one day when he thinks the sun is shining and God's in his heaven, someone does him down.
Someone done you down, Di?
It saddens me to say that somebody has burgled me. Like a thief in the night they came and robbed me.
Who would burgle you?
I don't know. But when I found out, I was very, very angry. I was planning what I was going to do with the miscreant when I caught up with him. And I'm ashamed to think of the depths my mind sank to.
I can imagine.
Then I had a good idea, didn't I?
Did you?
I thought I'd go round to my friends, people like you, Arthur, and let them know what happened. I figured if they'd heard anything, they'd surely let me know. So keep your ears to the ground.
Oh, yeah, I will, Di, yeah. Well, what exactly went missing?
Nothing major. A few videos. But it's the principle of the thing.
Absolutely. Have another drink.
Bit early in the day for me, Arthur. Moderation in all things.
Just one, please.
Get thee behind me, Satan. Take it from me, Arthur. There will be a wailing and gnashing of teeth before this is over.
Dave, I'm sunk. The videos are Big Di's. That's why Derek sold them so cheap.
Well, what did Big Di have to say?
Asked me to keep an eye out for them.
Ah, well, at least he doesn't know you've got them.
He's onto me. I could see it in his eyes. Hard and cruel like a shark. He's playing cat and mouse.
Well, you better get him out of here.
I'll go and see if Ray's back with the van. In the Porsche.
What?
Don't look! In.
What you playing at?
One false move and we've had it. Bye-bye kneecaps.
Arthur, calm down.
Big Di's mounted a guard. He's watching the club. We're trapped.
Well, who's Big Di?
He breaks people's knees.
It's all right, Arthur. I'll have a word with him.
No. He's got friends in very low places.
Everything all right, Arthur?
No, it's not all right. Big Di's sitting outside. Go on in there. I've got to think. Come in here. Come on. I've got to think.
Easy, Arthur. Right, you're going. You're busting artery.
Arteries. Of course, that's it. Winston Churchill.
He's flipped.
I used to listen to his speeches on the radiogram. I had a box set. It cost me £4.1911. Oh, a small price to pay for a lifesaver.
Look, Arthur, how is Winston Churchill going to help you get 200 piping hot videos out from under the nose of a psychotic axeman from Cardiff?
You know what he said? The future of British transport will lie in the waterways of England. They will be arteries. I can hear it now. It's stuck in my mind.
He had a lovely turn of phrase, did Winston.
What are you going on about, Arthur?
But don't you see? It's brilliant.
What is?
The waterways of England.
What waterways?
The canal.
Oh, I'm with you. We dump the videos in the canal.
No, we do not. We rent a barge. Get a couple of boxes and follow me. I know a bloke who runs a water haulage business not 20 minutes from here. He's the Aristotle Onassis of Greenford. I'll hire a barge, you get the van in, load the videos up, and we'll rendezvous at the boatyard in half an hour. Limehouse by tea time. Simple.
Limehouse in 4 hours?
Allowing for locks.
No chance.
Arthur, Big Di is going to be very suspicious if he sees Ray driving your van in here.
That's a point. There's nothing for it, Dave. We'll have to use your car. Well, we have to make several trips.
Arthur, the address.
Freddie Barnett's boatyard at Greenford.
Well, where's that?
The one you got an A to Z.
You do know Limehouse is on the other side of London.
Look, it's all hands to the pump.
We're never going to make it.
Look, I've told you before about this negative attitude. Needs must when the devil rides.
You've known him a long time, Dave. Has he always been like this?
Oh, this is one of his better days.
Nice name, Persephone.
Persephone, the Greek goddess of the underworld.
Probably knows Big Di then.
What do you think?
Well, not exactly the Royal Yacht Britannia, is it?
Ah, don't let appearances deceive you. She's a trim craft. Old girl may be in need of a facelift, but she still has fire in her belly.
Yeah, you haven't got anything smaller?
Smaller? Persephone would take her round the horn in a Force 12.
Yeah, the more to the point is, will she get me to Limehouse?
Arthur, would I steer you amiss?
That's good enough for me, Captain. Does it have a will?
Bit cramped, isn't it?
I like to think of it as cosy. Bunk there, bunk there.
Where's the old?
Other side of that bulkhead.
I'll check it out.
I'll explain the workings to your lad, Arthur. So, if you wouldn't mind, 150.
1.5 ton a day. Daylight robbery.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'll see you later. And remember, don't give her too much stick when she starts up.
Arthur?
What?
You do realise you've hired a barge with an indoor swimming pool?
Hey?
Yeah, look.
Ah, that's probably perfectly normal.
Normal? There's more canal inside the barge than outside it.
That's probably slippage or sloppage or whatever they
A
call
bilge is the word you're looking for, and that's exactly what you're talking.
Well, you can bail it out.
Arthur, this is not a rowboat on a serpentine. There must be 4 tons of water down there.
I swear on the Bible I ain't heard nothing. If I do, I'll bail you, honest.
I'm glad you know your Bible. You be familiar with the 10th commandment, huh? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's goods. Hope you haven't been coveting mine.
Never. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then who has?
Lightfinger Ted. Frenchy Flynn.
You'll have to do better than that.
Have you tried Arthur Daly?
Ray, you're standing on my foot.
Oh, Dave, stop moaning.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Only you could rent a floating Lido, Arthur.
Oh, stop going on about it. Get your hand out of my pocket.
I'm trying to put it down.
Oh, how many more, for God's sake?
That's it.
Oh, thank goodness, I was getting the spots before the eyes.
Well, look, Arthur, you better get going.
You get back to the club and keep your eyes peeled for Big Di. Ray, fire her up and let's get sailing.
Limehouse?
Here we come.
Don't hold your breath, Limehouse.
Forget that's happening. Right. What about Two-Tone?
Two-Tone?
Yeah, Tony Anthony. He runs a video lux down in Limehouse. He's very big in video gear. Oh!
That's more like it. I enjoyed our chat. Nice suit, Derek.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, hey, she's there. Go stop at the front end, Arthur. Go stop at the rear. Yeah, you all right?
Yeah.
Get on then. Quickly. You're right. Which way's London?
Well, this is all very soothing, I must say. And probably quite healthy. When you were a lad, I took you on the river.
You never.
Stratford upon Avon.
That's up Birmingham way, ain't it?
Yeah, that's right. Your mum was visiting your dad in Winson Green. I'll never forget it. there was a little toy in the souvenir shop, you know, by the theatre. A little woolly duck all done up like Hamlet. Oh, you didn't half pester me for it.
I don't remember a duck like that.
No, you didn't get it. It cost 7 and 6pence.
You were always a generous uncle.
I bought you ice cream. I bought you 3 ice creams. You were sick all down my Crombie.
I'd like to see Mr. Anthony.
If you just take a seat, sir, I'll check his availability.
Let's start again, love. I say I'd like to see Mr. Anthony. You say, certainly, sir. I'll go and get him.
I'm telling you, you can't see him without an appointment. He's a very busy man.
I tell you what, Vicky, you do me a favour and go and get him. Then I'll do you a favour.
What's that then?
You won't have to spend the next 2 nights stuck at home, wondering how you can get bright green nail polish out your lovely, shining hair.
Mr. Anthony?
Back it up.
I don't know. Here, take hold of the handle and switch off the engine. Check it out. Hey, there's definitely something snagged by that propeller.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if I can free it. Yeah. Right.
Right, be careful, though. Be careful.
I'm gonna have to free it by hand. You'll have to hang on to me while I lean over.
Right, but be careful, though.
All right. Well, hang on to me legs then, Arthur.
Well, hang on, I've got the tiller in one hand.
All right.
I'm like the tiller girl. You don't remember them, do you?
No, I don't.
Before your time. I've got you in a vice light grip, don't worry.
It's a plastic bag or something.
Oh, that is disgusting. People have no respect for the water. Come, right, come. Right.
Oh. That's it. All right. Yeah. Full speed ahead, Arthur.
So you see, I'm anxious to get this matter cleared up as quickly as I possibly can.
Mr. Evans, I don't think we're even on the same planet, let alone the same wavelength. What's your missing property got to do with me?
Because, Mr. Anthony, word has it that you're in London. There is only one big offence than you, and it surrounds Buckingham Palace.
Oh, look, I've had just about enough of this taffy. Either you produce a warrant card in the next 5 seconds, or you'll be leaving this place in splints. Vicky! Ask Andrew to pop in here, would you?
I assure you, Mr. Anthony, I have no connection with the police. I regard them as I imagine you do, as the Pharisee, there to be smitten.
You're completely potty, ain't you? You walk in here, you assault my secretary, and then go banging on about some Babylonian plot to steal your goods and blacken your name? Well, you're a long way from home, Sonny, and we don't like trespassers in this manner. Andrew, Mr. Evans was just leaving. See him out, would you?
Andrew, are you familiar with the Book of Samuel?
How you feeling?
Shocking.
Only you could get seasick on a canal, Arthur.
You're driving. Keep jiggling it about. Oh, hold on. I'll come up and join you. I couldn't feel worse if I was facing big tide.
The Book of Samuel.
David and Goliath. The thriller in Elah. No such thing as a mismatch, see? Now, where were we?
Yeah, good idea, Arthur. Fresh air would do you good.
I can't take much more of this. Where's Limehouse? There. And where are we? There. Where do we start from? There. That'll take weeks.
We certainly won't get there today. I still don't remember that Stratford trip.
Well, I'm not surprised. You're about knee-high to a bar stool.
I do remember you taking me to a car auction, though.
Car auction? When?
I don't know. I must have been about 10. Mum asked you to look after me. She was visiting Granny in hospital. Yeah, you got her right up. You said you couldn't do business with a kid in tow.
Well, you can't. I mean, let's face it.
You bought a Wolsey.
Oh, yeah, the Wolsey. That's a lovely car.
Yeah, we came back in it. On the way, we stopped off at some old drinking club.
But I'm sure we didn't.
Yeah, we did. You said some bloke owed you money.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You bought me a bottle of limeade and a packet of salt and vinegar. Told me you wouldn't be long. You've gone over an hour. You come back, your nose was all bloody.
Yeah, you're making this up.
As I'm standing here and you made me promise not to tell Mum.
Did you?
Not a dicky bird.
Good boy.
It'll be dark soon.
Sorry about the misunderstanding, Di. Be delighted to help if I hear anything.
Very Roman of you. Two-tone. I appreciate that. Andrew's having a little nap in Mr. Anthony's office. When he wakes up, tell him no hard feelings.
Who the hell was that?
That Vicky was a gentleman. Welsh, paranoid, possibly psychotic, but a gentleman for all of that.
What the hell's that?
I don't know, I can't see a thing.
Turn the light round and have a look. Yeah. Oh, it's come off.
What?
It's gone out.
Well done, Arthur. Right, that's it. What? This is getting too dangerous. I'm pulling us into the side. We'll start out first thing in the morning.
Where are we?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Well, Big Di hasn't either. I don't fancy waking up in the middle of the night and finding myself at the bottom of the canal. Well, if we're going to stay here tonight, you better shift these videos and make some room.
Yeah, all right.
You better make sure you lash them down tightly and cover them with a tarpaulin. We don't want people walking off with them.
Well, the area's completely deserted.
Where do you suppose they keep their bed linen?
I think you're wearing it, Arthur.
Keeping my coat? I'm not a bloody student. I'm starving. Do you reckon there's a restaurant around here somewhere?
I thought you were sick.
No, I've got my sea legs now.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, look, go into a recce, see if you can find something. I don't get my evening meal, I turn up my toes in the night. Look, I'll fire up the stove and make it all snug and cosy for when you come back. And see if you can find half a bottle of something or other.
All right, see what I can find.
Good boy. Hey, proper tonic, mind. No diet.
Yes, Arthur.
Ray, don't be long. Ray? Tinder. That's what I need. Tinder.
Oh, but you Adam and Eve it.
Who's there? We're armed in here, aren't we, Ray? That's right, Arthur, you tell them. Grab that axe, Dave. Right behind Arthur. What, Dave? I said, right behind Arthur. To right.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, my God. Thank God it's you. Oh, you didn't half give me a turn. Where you been?
I've traipsed miles.
Oh, never mind that. Come on, let's get inside. Give us a bag.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was all they had.
Prawn cocktail? Salt and vinegar's a natural flavour for a potato. Spring onion. Garlic? I can't eat this.
Oh, stop moaning. Be as warm as toast in a minute.
The only thing that's warm on this boat is the lager. Six. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Community chest. You have won a crossword competition, collect £100.
Oh, they like you, don't they, Arthur?
They do, they do. Go.
Hold on, you don't get crossword competitions in community chest. They're chance.
No, it's a very old set.
It makes no difference. Let's have a look at it.
No, maybe I misread it.
No, let's see what... Pay hospital fees, £100? How can you misread that?
Well, I knew it was something to do with £100.
I don't believe it. You're cheating at Monopoly.
Yeah, come on, you'll go.
Oh, all right. Your last throw, you got 6.
Yeah.
And you was on Whitehall?
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Vine Street, which is mine, which has got 1, 2, 3 houses, which is 600 smackers.
All right. Don't get a mistake. Here's your money.
Come on.
Here you go.
Lovely. 600.
Come on.
All right. Double 4. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Go to jail.
No, it's a double. I've got another throw.
No. Go directly to jail. No second chances.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Vine Street had 4 houses on it.
No, it had 3.
Yeah, it's got 3 now, but it had 4 before. How come you've got a house on the Strand?
I probably bought it, didn't I?
You've nicked my house.
Oh, don't be daft.
No, another house is another 200 quid.
Now, don't be silly. You can't collect rents from in jail.
I wasn't in jail when you landed on it, Arthur.
No, who's cheating, eh? No, who's cheating. Come on, give me the dice.
Amazingly true to life, this game, ain't it? The innocent end up in chokey while the Camel-Head Coat Brigade are buying up the West End and nicking anything that ain't now down.
Give me the dice. Put some more coal on the fire. It's getting nippy.
Right.
Oh.
Hey, we're all out.
That'll go. We'll freeze to death.
We better turn in anyway, huh?
No. I've just landed on Mayfair.
How can you land on Mayfair from there?
Easily.
Hey, what'd you do, throw double 12?
Oh, don't be so silly.
Here. Here. What you doing? You win. It's yours.
Don't ask me to play with your game.
Arthur, put that cigar out. It's worse than the stove.
Ray.
What?
I'm cold.
Well, wrap your coat round you.
I'm still cold.
Well, put your hat on then.
I've got my hat on.
Go to sleep.
Ray! Ray, we're sinking!
What?
We're sinking!
Oh, it's just a boat going by.
Some people have got no consideration. They've got no right hurtling up and down the canal at all hours. I report them.
Hey, what you doing?
What's that?
Oh, it's just a water rat or something.
Rat! You didn't say anything about rats! I can't abide them! Ray.
What?
Go and scare it off.
Honestly, Arthur, you're worse than a 6-year-old.
It's only a rat, for God's sakes. Where are you, you little...
Go on, shoot! Get a... Oh! My best Oxfords! No! It's all right, Arthur. The nasty, wasty rat's gone. Arthur? Sweet dreams.
Two-Tone, we'll be with you immediately after lunch. Yep, I promise you. Yeah, trust me, Two-Tone. See you then. Ta-da.
Did you get through?
Yeah, he was very understanding. I told him we'd be there immediately after lunch.
We'd better get our skates on, then.
Yeah, not till I've had my breakfast. What'd you get?
Oh, eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, tin of tomatoes, nice bit of black pudding.
Oh, music to my ears. Get frying.
Hey, did you talk to Arnie?
No, she was engaged.
I don't know, Mrs. Daly. Well, he hasn't been in. Well, he wasn't in last night either. Well, I shouldn't worry. He probably got held up somewhere. Well, the last time I saw him, he was on his way to Limehouse. Yeah. On a boat. Yeah. Right, well, I'll get him to call you as soon as I sees him, Mrs. Daly. Bye. Di, what can I get you?
Arthur not around?
No.
Pity. I wanted a word.
Any luck with your videos, Di?
I sincerely hope so, David. I have a shrewd suspicion that a Mr. Anthony in Limehouse might have some information for me.
Two-Tone at Limehouse.
Do you know him?
No, well, vaguely. I have heard of him.
Come on, Arthur.
Raymond. Please.
Why didn't you go before we left?
Do you mind? I don't wish to discuss this in broad daylight. Come on, can't stop. All right, not that whatever we do, let's go. Ah! Oh, right. Come back! Come back! Get me, I'm going, Ray! No, you ain't. I'm going, oh!
Yeah? What's the matter with you, Arthur? You got a problem with boats?
Don't go! I'm not there yet. Come on.
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me where he's likely to be by now, because something's come up and it's urgent.
Oh, it's hard to say, mate. Could be anywhere. Where's it on canal?
Oh, well, thanks very much.
Of course, if it's that urgent.
Yeah?
You could always take Nimrod. Have you to Limehouse within the hour. Bound to catch up with him.
It's very kind of you.
90 quid should cover the hire.
I'm very disappointed in you. You almost went to pieces back there.
You what?
Nothing.
No. I want to know.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. You're hurling accusations.
Look, I don't want to harp on it.
Good.
Always the same.
What do you mean?
Going off at half-cock. The same when you were a nipper. You don't do your own work. Coming up with grandiose schemes and you haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Grandiose schemes? It wasn't my idea to come down a canal.
No, and look what I'm landed with, a complete incompetent. Not only am I into Freddie for another day's rental, I've got the extra expense of having a van repaired.
Wait a minute, don't put all this down to me. You were desperate because you were stupid enough to rip off one of the nastiest faces in London.
I don't know where you get it from. I did not rip him off, and I am not stupid.
And I am not incompetent.
What have you done?
What have I done?
You're a menace.
Arthur, would you stop trying to blame me?
Oh, that's it. I'm blighted. All I want to do is move some goods from A to B. Add my little sparkle to the economy, and what happens? As soon as I get enough gear together to earn a crust, my own flesh and blood smashes it to bits.
Oh, poor Uncle Arthur. Poor art done by Arthur. Always somebody else, and it never you. Oh, no, you're not the one who's ducking in and out of dodgy deals and ripping off everyone you meet, are you?
I beg your pardon?
Not granted. Do not put all this down to me.
I didn't know you could be so vindictive. How can you turn on me after all I've done for you?
Well, what have you done for me, eh? Got me stuff all over the shop? You risk me neck for you, do your dirty work for you? Hang around in a car all over London for you? I don't even get a bottle of limeade and a packet of crisps anymore. Oh, why don't you go...
Well, let us know if you see any strangers hanging about. And make sure you make your boat secure if you leave it for any length of time. Here's the sort of character that will steal the sugar out of your tea. Hello. It's Donald Campbell.
Come on, Arthur, put your back into it.
No, it's no good. I can't go on. My old ticker's not up to it. Oh.
Hello, Di, mate.
OK, Tony, speak to me. What's the joker's name?
Now, hold on, Di. You're on my manor now. We'll do things my way. Let's make sure this stuff's yours first, shall we?
Fair enough.
In the van, out the back.
Here, Arthur, this two-tones place. Yeah. Here, take the till and I'll make ready to tie off. Take it into the bank, Arthur, but go easy, yeah? Hey, you're giving it too much, Arthur. What's the matter with you?
By the way, having shelled out for this gear, I'd like some remuneration.
The Lord will provide.
Here we go.
Yeah, they're mine, all right.
Glad to be of service.
The name?
Patrick Flynn.
Frenchy Flynn. I might have guessed.
Cut the engine! Cut the engine!
So this was what all the fuss was about. 20 great Welsh boxers. I'd be hard-pressed to finger two.
You're giving it too much, Arthur! For God's sake, ease up! Ease up! Arthur! Arthur, you're missing shit! Backwards, Arthur! Shove it in reverse! Arthur, shove it in reverse! What's the matter with you? Give it in the bag! Give it in the bag! Arthur!
What the hell was that?
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Tone.
Arthur?
Di?
What you doing, man?
No, Di. There's a perfectly simple explanation.
Ray, if you're looking for a ruck, pal, you're gonna have to deal with me first.
What you talking about, son?
It wasn't Arthur nicked your videos.
Of course it wasn't. It was Frenchy Flynn.
Was it?
Two-tone you got him back for me.
Video cassettes?
These are collector's items. They contain the best moments in the boxing career of Ether Evans.
Who's he?
Me. So-called because I always put them out. So you see why they're so precious to me.
Oh, I do, Di. I do.
Well, I gotta be off. I have to teach Frenchy Flynn the 8th commandment.
Are those my videos, Arthur?
If you like, Tone.
You got my phone number, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tear it up.
What an unmitigated disaster.
I think you had a result. How? You've still got your health and big dies off your back.
Yeah, but that's no consolation for several grand's worth of high-tech at the bottom of the Grand Union.
I tell you what, Arthur.
What?
This has been a boat trip I will remember.
It's one I shall try very hard to forget. I'm too long in the tooth, Ray, to go for my Duke of Edinburgh's award. Come on, let's get this heap back to Greenford.
Right.
Ray?
Yes, Arthur?
You know all that stuff you said earlier about me ducking in and out of dodgy deals and ripping everyone off?
I didn't mean it. Just heat of the moment.
You haven't been talking to her indoors, have you?
Nah.
I mean, she wouldn't say anything like that about me.
Of course not, Arthur.
Well?
I'm thinking.
Don't, Arthur. Let it all gush out.
Please. It's not a Spanish takeaway we're dealing with. It's art to be savoured. Give us a blast of the ice cream one again. But Ray, Fast Eddie's right. He has got something. Feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end.
It's probably a draft. I'll have a look at the door.
You got the words?
Absolutely, Arthur. Mind you, the kind of person you'll be selling these to, they'll probably know these off by heart.
Hmm.
in again, sir. Just the 10?
Yes.
Like snakes and ladders.
What is?
This game, saving. Gradually building higher and higher and then whoosh, back to the start. With it all to do again. Still, if you had fun spending it.
Oh, be careful. That's great art you're chucking about.
What, 101 operatic favourites for you to accompany?
Sing along a Luciano. Brilliant.
Can't see it myself.
Extend your horizons, Ray. Look beyond Neasden and Pinner. It's a big world.
So?
Hampstead.
What would someone in Hampstead want with a posh karaoke tape?
I know these people, Ray. They get home from work, park the old four-sprung door, what's it in the drive, in a hot steaming bath with a G&T on the side. Just right for a few choruses with Il Duce. Get rid of all that executive stress.
I bet you don't shift half of them.
That is the trouble with you, Raymond. Only think about what you can get out of life, not what you can put into it.
Come again?
I am one of life's philanthropists, like Getty. And like him, I am not averse to making a few pennies. But it is permissible to do something for the greater good.
I didn't know you was interested in music, Arthur.
What? Brighton Grand, 1949. Albert Sandler and his orchestra. Music wafting across the dance floor in a haze of brilliantine and midnight in Paris. Heard indoors, radiant in chiffon. Oh, I've seen what great art can do to a man.
Well, what happened?
What?
What happened?
Oh, I succumbed to the majesty of the experience, Ray. Went down on one knee, took her indoors hand. The rest is history.
Yeah, but Arthur, I mean, about these tapes.
Raymond, these tapes will inspire people to great deeds. And in spite of what you think, they will sell like hot cakes. Daily into Europe. Oh, hello, Dave. Ah, no, can't it wait, Dave? I'm rather heavily scheduled today. Oh, all right, all right, all right. I was going to have Ray drop one or two items into you, but I'll bring them round myself. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.
He's clever, man. I think he's done this before, didn't he? Game. We can get on with his finish. Oh, you don't want to finish.
Thank God for that. These airs kill my stomach. What do you fancy?
Haddock and chips. No, make it a battered sausage.
I thought we might sell a few over the bar to the more discerning customers. Bung them next to the pistachio nuts.
My problem, Arthur, what I need to talk to you about is...
Fire away, Dave. Far be it from me to show a lack of sensitivity.
It's them beer mats, Arthur. Have a look.
Can your club get the old grey matter buzzing? What is it, Beekeepers Association?
Have a deck at the back.
Answer this simple. What animal, when sucked, secretes adrenaline?
It's a toad. It's one of them useless bits of information you pick up. Anyway, we're in.
Who is?
The Winchester. Into the 1992 Mega Knowledge Knockout Quiz West London section. It's to be held here.
Coffee machine's broken again.
Sarge?
The coffee machine. Kaput. Again.
No, I'm sorry.
Precious few perks on this job. We're not in it for the money after all.
You all right, Sarge? Is it this Tuesday morning business?
What Tuesday morning business?
Well, you know how you get. A bit tense.
I'm feeling perfectly all right, thank you. In fact, I'm beginning to feel immeasurably better. Come on.
Well, we slaughtered Arthur. And on my own manor. It's keeping me awake nights.
How many per team?
I need 3 more.
Only 3, is that all? Well, there must be hundreds of budding Magnuses in here every day.
I checked last night, Arthur. We have got 2 general certificates and about 105 years of suspended sentence between us. Here, Arthur, you wouldn't consider...
No, absolutely not. Barbaric. Plundering the vaults of human learning for material gain. You are worse than Ray. There's nothing sacred these days.
I only did it for a lark, Arthur. I mean, the 1,500 quid prize money had nothing to do with it.
Well. Council of War?
Hello, Walter. What brings you this way?
I'm checking out the opposition. Didn't you know? It's my mob you're up against Saturday night.
The winning post.
Appropriately named.
Well, if there's any questions on crime and punishment, you should be all right.
You haven't been down to the Isle of Dogs lately, Arthur, have you? It's changed. We got rid of the riff-raff. It's all offices now, the doctor's surgery. We've 1 or 2 in our team with letters after their name.
Yeah, well, it's our first time.
Well, I shouldn't get too wound up about it, Dave. As long as you and Arthur enjoy yourselves.
Well, Arthur's not actually here.
The thing is, in any knockout, you're bound to get the odd mismatch. Isn't that right, Arthur?
Yeah, but is it Arthur, isn't it?
Yeah, just a minute. I think I'm getting slight interference. I'm not quite with you, Walter.
With respect, the Winchester's hardly a hive of learning, Arthur, and the name of Daly isn't going to send waves of fear crashing through the cerebral world. You are up against class.
I don't care what we're up against. I don't care if we're up against Bamber Gascoigne. I will not have you casting aspersions. There, look at that. The A team with brains.
Well, you're still 1 short. And if that R. Daly is Bert's boy, I'll be surprised if he's got the hang of tying his shoelaces yet.
Get out of here. I want to have that lad besmeared. Or Bert. Boris! Boris, come here. Someone wants showing out.
No need for that. Always the same with the Dalys. Brute force over ignorance. See you Saturday.
Just like his dad. Full of aspersions.
Yeah, Arthur, you and Ray really on a team?
Dave, that man has woken a slumbering giant. And the daily intellect is a terrible thing when it's roused.
He looks like a crook, doesn't he? They say you can't tell, but he's got it written all over his face. Might as well have a flashing neon sign on his forehead saying tea leaf.
Sarge? Can't imagine why he did it. Ours is an open prison in every sense. If he'd had any problems, he could have come to me.
With all respect, sir, dealing with men like this, best thing you can do is bang them up and throw away the key. They don't respond to kid gloves.
He always struck me as quite a sensitive soul.
Scum, sir. Unmitigated, hard-nosed filth. If I had my way...
If the sergeant had his way, we'd have him back in here by tea time. However, it may take a day or 2, no matter how keen we are.
Liberty. Had the first dictionary in our street.
Excuse me. What's your game?
I'm looking for Arthur Daly.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry. Marty Goldblum. I'm a friend of Arthur's. I did some work for him a few years ago.
You better come inside, then.
This bloke. Well, he's not dangerous. He's gone walkabout. He'll turn up again.
Tuesday morning business. Hunched shoulders. Irritable bowel. Indigestion.
What?
The money I have put by for my cottage in Whitby. The broker who said he could invest it better, remember? He's going to serve the rest of his sentence.
Raymond, the gauntlet is down. Get out those O-level certificates of yours. I want to have a look at them.
Here, Arthur, there's an old friend of yours dropped in.
Well, he'll have to drop out. Battle plans have got to be drawn up.
Hey, Arthur, can't you spare 5 minutes?
Raymond, I have been insulted by an intellectual lowlife. The bell has rung, seconds are out, and we've got to be quick putting the boot in.
Well, suit yourself. I don't think it's very polite, though. I mean, he's come all that way.
Marty. Marty Goldbloom. I cannot tell you what a pleasant surprise this is, Marty. Marty Goldbloom. Ray, a legend in these parts. Marty. Known to his friends as Brains.
Where is he, then?
I don't know.
You shared a room with him before you were released. He must have talked.
Honestly, he never said a word.
Honesty is something I take for granted only from the Salvation Army and the Archbishop of Canterbury. What crooked, good-for-nothing lawbreakers...
Mr. Anderson's a free man. He's done his time. And he agreed to help with our inquiries.
Yeah, you've got no right to talk to me like this.
I want him. Names, contacts, now. We still got that big rubber truncheon?
Don't you think it looks a bit odd, Arthur? I mean, all these pictures of the Queen.
Dave, Her Majesty's boat race to bring a smattering of class to any gathering, even a quiz night. Trust me.
What shall I do with the cash the brewery sent over to decorate the place?
I've already taken care of that. Can defray the cost of this lot.
You've had all this since the coronation.
Storage, maintenance, that's top quality gear. Put a couple of p on all the drinks. It'll be packed in here. I've already told Ray to whack an extra load of salt on the peanuts.
Yeah, Ray's all right then about being on the team.
Yeah, says he can't guarantee that his religious knowledge is immaculate. So Marty will take care of that.
Yeah, you sure Marty's that good?
Dave, what he's got up here would tie Robin Day in knots.
Very grateful to you, Arthur, doing this for me.
It's a question of honour now, isn't it, Dave?
And you're still prepared to take on the captaincy? It's doing my nerves.
Some are born captains, some have it thrust upon them. I consider myself in the former category.
Afternoon, Raymond. We're looking for Uncle Arthur.
I haven't seen him since lunchtime. Nothing wrong, is there, Sergeant?
Not yet.
Police harassment. America's got nothing on us, Marty. Marty?
Sorry, Ray. Dropped a load of coins.
William the First. William the Second. Edward the Professor. Disraeli. Oliver Cromwell. Oh, God.
Excuse me. Can you tell me anything about the Sirocco?
Yeah, it's a hot wind or something, isn't it?
The Volkswagen Sirocco. The blue one, on the forecourt.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? We need to have a word with Mr. Daly. Hop back in the morning if you haven't found anything better by then.
You can't go imposing embargoes willy-nilly.
It's rather urgent.
It better be. He was ready to part with cash. If he doesn't come back, I'm going to want compensation.
You heard from Marty Goldblum, by any chance?
Marty? No, I can't say I
One of
know
his
it.
roommates reckoned before he went AWOL, he often used to talk about you.
Roommates?
Marty was staying at Her Majesty's pleasure until last night, when he went to put the milk bottles out and never came back.
Oh, modern prisons. It's an invitation to her. Yeah, as far as the name's concerned, the mists are beginning to clear. There was a Marty Goldbloom. Did a financial deal for me some time ago, but I haven't seen him since. Good lad. I bought my motor on the strength of it.
I'm delighted for you. Funnily enough, he did a deal for me as well.
Oh, did he?
1989. I'm still trying to claw back the 2,000 quid.
Oh, that is shocking. I can understand your interest, Sergeant.
I'm glad you see it that way. So if he does get in touch, give us a call, will you?
Absolutely. I know where my loyalties lie.
Good. Rest assured, if you forget, I'll have plenty of men keeping an eye on you.
would you?
I'm sorry, Arthur. I was desperate.
Yeah, so was Crippen, but he didn't come knocking on my door.
You'd helped me out once, Arthur. And you were a legend inside. There were blokes who swore they wouldn't be where they were now if it wasn't for you.
Why'd you do it, Marty? You didn't have long to go.
I was reaching breaking point, and I couldn't stand another minute.
If the old Bill get wind of this, you won't lack for company when you go back.
I'm not going back.
Marty, unless you want to spend the rest of your life tending a small holding in Bolivia, you have got to serve the rest of your sentence.
I'll go mad, Arthur.
Financial malpractice. Nobody gets banged up for that round here. Hitting people on the head and making off with a ghetto blaster, certainly. But nothing to do with writing. You have got potential, and you will waste it on the run from the law.
You know he's right, Marty. You're going to have to give yourself up.
Oh, you don't need to say who you were with.
Shame. I'd been looking forward to that quiz.
You mustn't be too hasty. We need to pick the right moment for you to give yourself up. I have contacts in the force, and I might be able to arrange a sympathetic readmission.
Whatever you say, Arthur.
Keep down. Streets will be crawling.
Where are we going?
Somewhere safe. Don't speak a word of English. He's from Madrid.
How long's he
Staying?
Staying.
Well, it depends on this deal we're trying to wrap up.
Is he part of your European arm, Arthur?
Yeah, Ferdinand's sorting out some timeshares in Romford. For those Spanish souls that are sick of sun and sangria, you know.
Oh, I didn't know you were in...
Yeah, but there are certain areas of my life that must remain shrouded in secrecy.
You know he's welcome, Arthur. He can have Ray's old room. But wouldn't he be more comfortable in a hotel?
Doreen, normally I'd agree with you, but if word got out about his presence in this country, it could infuriate his competitors back in Spain.
Say no more, Arthur. Dealing on the...
Sly, exactly.
Sly.
So keep an eye on him, will you? Don't let him wander off on his own. Oh, and if any of his Spanish colleagues turn up dressed as English policemen, get them out the back window.
Policeman?
It's an old trick. Anything to nobble the opposition. Riverdirty, Ferdy.
They've seen him, all right. Tell from the look on Daly's face.
Why don't we pull him in? Switch taxman.
You ever tried opening a tin of pilchards without the key? I thought you was going to drop him off at the station.
Look, I don't deny it was the right idea for him to give himself up, but it's a question of timing.
Well, where is he now?
That, Raymond, can only be divulged on a need-to-know basis. Suffice it to say, he's at a safe house somewhere in London.
Well, the net will be closing in on Arthur.
But he's an asset we can ill afford to lose. The worst comes to the worst, we'll see what he looks like in one of her indoors frocks.
Yeah, but is it worth it for a quiz?
It's not just a quiz.
You're putting a lot of responsibility on Marty's shoulders, Arthur.
He got 3 degrees.
Look, if he's so bright, how come he's doing time?
Lack of confidence.
With 3 degrees, he's not confident.
Confidence is an inane thing. You can't learn it. He had financial interest in a couple of companies that came under investigation. You know, the Inland Revenue, Customs Excise, Fraud Squad, the usual thing, nothing to worry about. And what does Marty do? Confesses. The whole lot. Means his sentence wasn't too bad, but there's no need for it. A little bit of confidence to see it through to the end and he'd still be there. Captain of industry.
Arthur, this quiz. Look, I'm worried I'm going to let everyone down.
There's nothing to worry about, Dave. As soon as you hear a word you recognise, you whack the bell and Marty answer the question.
Yeah, provided he's not back inside by then and us with him. Morley knows there's a connection.
And that is all he knows. And as President Nixon said, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. I'll relay this meeting to Marty at his secret house. Read, digest and destroy. Debrief later. Oh, that reminds me, Ray. Your mum found some magazines in your old school bag when she was tidying out your room. They were not autocar, and she'd like them removed next time you're over there.
Mum said that? When did you see her? Arthur, you've dumped Marty on him, haven't you?
Bert and Doreen were more than keen.
Well, never mind the risk. What are they going to talk about all day?
Less than you realise. It was the only way, Ray. Oh, come on, let's get on with this preparation.
Marty can only do so much, Arthur. Well, it's the individual rounds I'm worried about.
Individual rounds? I thought it was, you know, there was 3 of them. 1 in an iron mask. Each for all and 1 for each.
3 musketeers?
Yeah. I thought you chipped in if you knew the answer.
Well, some of it's like that, but then there's all the individual stuff, you know, no conferring.
Individual stuff? Oh, my God.
Or sherry, Ferdinand?
Gracias.
Why? Why should Daly risk himself for Goldblum?
Here, Arthur, what are we meeting here for?
It's the last place the old Bill will think of checking. We've got to start honing our minds to the matter in hand.
All right, if I don't speak Spanish, Arthur.
Troublesome though it may be, Marty, the fact that you can't converse in the local lingo means Bert and Doreen can't ask you any awkward questions.
I don't feel too comfortable here, Arthur. I still owes the fine for a book I borrowed in 1970.
It's like third world debt, Dave. Nobody expects the money. Relax.
Shh.
Now, we've got to plan this quiz with military precision. Our main concern is Marty, who is presently staying at a safe house
We
somewhere.
all know where he's staying, Arthur.
Ray, we can't take any chances. We don't know who might be listening.
Shh.
Marty will remain there at all times until the quiz, apart from these meetings.
Is all this really necessary?
Ray, I have served in Her Majesty's Armed Forces, and what they drum into you there doesn't go away easily. Now, I want a lean, mean quizzing machine come Friday, and that means thorough preparation.
Shh.
Now, for the quiz itself, we need a strategy.
Walter's team still looks favourite, Arthur.
So did General Custis till the opposition turned up. Dave, you take sports questions. Raymond, you take current affairs.
All of them?
I've seen your Sunday newspaper is too thick to go through the letterbox. Marty will handle literature, art, science, history, geography and politics. I'll take all the rest.
And what's left?
Oh, famous catchphrases, things like that.
This is not the local wine lodge. You've been asked to moderate your voices. As you're incapable, I shall have to ask you to leave.
I'm very sorry. We didn't know the rules. I mean, I've never been here before.
Dave, we have every right to be here. We are taxpayers going about our lawful business. It is our God-given right.
And don't come back!
I shall write to the council. Keep him hidden, for God's sake. We don't want to flash our wares to all and sundry. Me and Ray are going to check out the opposition, suss out their Achilles elbow. You two get home and get revising. And for God's sake, only eat fish. It's good for the... What's his name?
Well, I like fish.
Sarge, the DI asked if we could check this. Possible leads on the petrol station job.
Yeah, sling him in the tray. I'll see to it later.
Well, he did say it was urgent.
Fine. Why is Daly lying about Goldblum? A $64,000 question. There must be a deal, which means they've got to be meeting. I want you on Daly's tail, everywhere he goes, till he leads us to Goldblum.
Hello, Dave. Have a lager, please.
Sure, bye.
Yeah, please. 1972 must be the Dry Kaiserbund, and Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo when?
20th of June 1914 by Serbian nationalists. And the Dry Kaiserbund was effectively at an end by 1879.
Hurry up, Arthur.
They seem quite reasonable on history.
Yeah, people are looking at us.
Hold on, they're breaking up.
Well, everything seems solid enough. I don't think the Winchester are going to be much trouble. One thing, if their captain offers to sell you anything, don't touch it. It'd be either bent or broken. Not stopping for
Well, no obvious chink in the armour. I think the best thing is for us to continue with our own preparation.
That suits me. Here, listen, Arthur, I've got a shoot, I've got a date on.
Raymond, forget dates. If you want to move up in the tie-wearing arm of this operation, you've got to show more dedication. We've got some serious brain work to do. Come on.
I'm sure we had a copy of El Cid somewhere. Here. Do you reckon you'd like
Porridge?
porridge?
Give us another.
All right. What is the capital of Abyssinia?
Where?
Abyssinia.
No, there's no such place.
Of course there is. I'm looking at it.
It doesn't exist.
Raymond, not 6 inches from my nose is a glorious Technicolor picture of a bloke in a grass skirt, and he's in Abyssinia.
It's called something else now. That mag's years out of date.
Oh, fair enough. Tell me what it's called now.
Country or the capital?
Either. God, I'd have got Frankenstein's monster if I'd known educational standards had slipped this far.
What do you mean?
We're relying on you. Not long out of school, qualified. Your mum took in ironing so you could have a decent school blazer, and this is how you repay her.
Look, I never wanted to be in the team in the first place. And it wasn't me who thought of mice and men was a council pest control manual.
Raymond, the choice quota on this one is nil. Your name is written in blood, you're on the team. So brush up on your general knowledge.
Smaller.
Hey, it's Ethiopia.
What is?
Abyssinia, it's called Ethiopia now.
Well, you'll have to be quicker than that on the night, my son.
Well, if they ask that, I guarantee I'll be in like a shot.
Decent preparation, methodical planning. No worries here.
What is it?
Encyclopedia. I bought a job lot when Freddie Jenkins burnt down his old school. Now brush up on any area you're rusty in. I'll take the other volume.
Other volume?
Yeah, I've been knocking them out at 20 quid a pair.
Trade been slack, has it, Arthur?
Why, do you think I'm overpricing them?
There's supposed to be 24 other volumes. They're alphabetical. You've been given a batch of A to Bs, which means unless we get questions on the aardvark of the Battle of Britain, we're stuffed.
One, please. Cheap seats.
They're all £5.50, sir.
No wonder Charlton Heston looks well.
Which one did you want to see?
Well, the one that's on this week.
There's 6 choices today, sir.
Number 1, I'm not bothered. Only here for the newsreel. Resume of world events. Oh my God. Arthur. Oh, Tony. I thought I'd gone in the back entrance to Smithfield.
Well, it's the style these days, Arthur. I mean, they don't leave much to the imagination.
Experience like that could haunt you for life. I remember as if it was yesterday, dragging young Ray screaming out of Bambi when he was so high.
Well, they are impressionable at that age.
He wanted to stay. I didn't sleep properly for days.
You should have left soon as it got nasty, Arthur.
I was waiting for the pathe. Seemed an effective way of broadening the mind. Turns out they haven't been running them for years.
Well, I've been doing a bit of background myself.
Look and learn, 1969. I can't help thinking, Dave, we need a more reliable source of information than that.
Well, where from?
We'll discuss it later.
Tango Alpha 5, receiving.
Yeah? Where? You sure? Was he on his own? Let me guess. Ray Daly. I'll be right there.
I feel a bit dizzy, Arthur.
Relax, it's good for you.
Yeah, I could murder a drink. Is this absolutely necessary, Arthur? It's killing me.
I'm surprised at you, Marty. There's a great tradition of business being conducted over a steam-up.
Yeah, in Egypt, Arthur.
We've got to be on our guard. Marty's hot property.
He's not the only one.
The longer he stays on the loose, the harder the law's going to try and catch him.
on, Sarge, go on. Hey, it's 350.
Police!
I don't care if you're Sherlock bloody Holmes, you still can't go in. Not with that gear on.
Yeah, but Arthur, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since you were telling me certain things were above profit.
It is not the prize, Ray. It is something more.
And if it's not the wedge, why are we sweating cobs trying to hide the bloke who's been drafted in to make sure we do win? Can't we just enjoy the occasion?
Look, you'll understand one day, Ray. Meanwhile, remember the words of Captain Scott. You don't get nothing for coming second. Marty, you all right? You've gone all pale.
I feel sick.
Yeah, go through there and have a splash in the little warm pool.
Are you sure that's a good move, Arthur?
Here, hang on, Marty.
Crying out loud, Arthur, it's iced water. You're going to kill him. Amazing how quick you can get out, isn't it?
I feel naked without my warrant card.
Get back here.
Oh, my God.
Get out, it's the law.
There's no rear exit. I checked before you arrived.
Mr. Morley! What a pleasant surprise. I thought it was Peter O'Toole coming through the haze. I was wondering where you'd left your camel.
Where's Marty?
Sorry, Marty, you.
Your nephew was seen coming in here with Marty Goldblum.
Sarge, Ray's not here.
They've done a runner, get after them!
Afternoon, Sergeant. Told Arthur we'd start a craze.
Shall I check?
Well, what do you think?
Why don't you sit down, Mr. Morley? Or are you sweating enough?
And now, Module 4 of the Open University's History of Ancient Greece. The Peloponnesian War, 400...
Come on, Marty, shake a leg.
Ray, I'm not sure I can take much more of this.
Well, I had to make do with a sofa.
Paella every meal, the dawn chorus of Viva España. I don't wish to appear ungrateful, but I'm more of a prisoner here than I was inside. At least there I could speak English.
Oh, it's only till after the quiz. Here, listen, I've got a cardboard box downstairs. Get dressed and practice crouching inside.
Inside?
Yeah, I've got to pick up some stuff for Arthur. But I'll be back later, take you to the quiz.
I'm not getting inside a cardboard box.
It's got air holes in it. Arthur's idea, good cover. I'll catch you later.
Si, senor.
So he's not actually a friend of yours, then?
Not personally.
But you know what I mean, the cabbie, Il Supremo.
Yes, you've asked me.
I wouldn't mind a few pointers, you know, mastermind, general knowledge.
Stop it, please.
How many hours sleep a night do you try and get?
Add the right on me. Go and upset someone else.
That cabbie's a complete addict, Ray. I merely wanted to avail myself of his expertise. No intention of making a bid for the leather chair. A few books was the brief, Ray. Just to jog the memory.
We'll do some more, Arthur. These have hardly scratched the surface.
Well, I only hope you can sleep nights when you think of the state of the rainforest.
Arthur, it's Bert on the phone about Marty.
Ray's on his way.
It's too late. Marty's done a runner. Look, Arthur, what are we going to do?
Burn the place down.
What?
Oh, they'll cancel the quiz. We'll move to alternative premises. You got any petrol out the back?
And no, we can't do that one. That deal you did with the Kuala Lumpur Building Society. Well, it only covers us for flash floods and hurricanes.
What's the weather forecast like?
He still might turn up, Arthur.
Yeah, with Lord Lucan as an escort. I find your optimism ill-placed, Ray.
Where are you going now?
I am not marching into battle one short. I'm going to find us a fourth man.
Great thoughts.
The last time you drive that blinking car until I contacted my insurance broker.
Look, what can I say to persuade you, Billy? Yeah, I realise that. But look, wedding anniversaries happen annually. You miss one year, you can make it up the next. Yeah, I know she's very particular. Well, bring her with you. Show her the bright lights. Tower Bridge, Houses of Parliament, lounge bar at the Winchester. All right, Billy, fair enough. Hey, listen, Billy, before you go, have you heard of Kubla Khan? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the question is, did he bat or bowl?
I mean, I like a bit of healthy competition, Dave, but it's Arthur. He's always going overboard. Can hardly blame Marty for legging it. Shifted from pillar to post and for what? There's far more important things in life than a pub quiz.
I think you should know, Ray, that Arthur never wanted to be on this team. I did ask him, and he refused. Then this winning post captain, he started shooting his mouth off. Well, he and Arthur's family, they go way back. They've never been the best of friends, and, well, things were said.
What things?
Well, things about your dad. And you. No, Arthur wouldn't have that. Not about family.
We're on our own, Ray.
What's happened?
I can't get a replacement for Marty. The nearest was Chico Mendes over at Tommy Smith's scrapyard, but he is presently visiting his sick grandmother in Buenos Aires.
Look, Arthur, I don't think I've been giving you as much support as I could have done, but I want you to know I'm right behind you now, and I've been working on some systems that we
No, Ray. No systems. I've done with systems. I shouldn't be trying to cram stuff in where it don't want to go, not at my age. No, alcohol's the solution. Whoever said the taking part and not the winning was important obviously won everything they entered for. What you doing here?
Arthur, I'm sorry.
What?
I can't cope. All the hiding, the foreign stuff. I just want to go back to prison.
You can. After the quiz.
I can't think straight, Arthur. I'm no use to you.
Let me be the judge of that. Now, you get stuck into a couple of edifying volumes and you'll soon recapture the old magic.
I tried to hand myself in. He was there. Morley. The cottage in Whitby. He'll kill me.
Now, deep breaths, Marty. One thing at a time.
He's lost it, Arthur.
No, it's just pre-quiz jitters. Oh, God, he's tired and emotional. Ray, put the kettle on. 4 sugars and half a dozen synatogens.
Arthur, look at him. He's a nervous wreck. He hardly knows the time of day, never mind anything more complicated. He's a non-starter, Arthur. Best thing for him is to get him back to his old cell and have plenty of rest.
Oh, it's like having George Best in the starting line-up and finding out he's forgotten his boots. All right, go on. Make sure you see Field and get back here pronto. Meanwhile, Dave and I'll do what any Englishman would do in our position.
What?
Cheat. Very good.
I'm sorry, it's closed. Until 7.
By first, only for learning.
I beg your pardon?
The quiz, later on. I can't wait.
Oh, you're coming.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh, the atmosphere. You can feel it already.
Can you?
You know, I reckon you blokes ought to get medals.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was saying to her indoors only the other day, those blokes who organise the quizzes don't get the recognition they deserve. I mean, turning cultural deserts like this tap room into hives of learning.
We do our best.
No, you do more than that. You perform miracles. In point of fact, I'm achieving a great personal ambition in taking part in tonight's spectacle.
Really?
Yeah. Arthur Daly, captain of the Winchester. How'd you do?
What's this?
Well, as I say, you work miracles, civilising the masses. You deserve a reward, and that is it, from all in the Winchester team.
Mr. Daly, I believe you are trying to bribe me.
Has it worked?
No.
How dare you suggest such a thing, a man in your position? Would be ashamed of yourself. I only hope you can look me in the eye this evening.
You owe me.
Hold up. Come here, Daly.
What have I just overheard from a couple of gossiping helmets in the Kazi?
It's all taken care of, Sarge. Mr. Daly persuaded Goldman to give himself up.
To you?
Well, he wouldn't do it otherwise.
Sorry you missed it, Sergeant Morley.
Where do you think you're going?
I can't hang around, sorry.
I'm afraid you must. Oh. I think I can feel a statement coming on. I'd like to play some part in tying up this case, however small.
I've got a date.
Police routine, Raymond. I'm sure she'll understand.
She won't. It's Arthur.
Let's do it.
We better get going, Arthur. I mean, we can't wait any longer.
Keep calm.
Ray was our last hope.
Well, perhaps he's squeezing in some extra revision.
Any luck with that quizmaster?
No, Dave, he's bent. Couldn't touch it.
I thought it was. Brazil. Everyone else speaks Spanish.
Nice one, Walter.
The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk between
Russia, Germany, Austria-Hungary and their allies.
I can't help feeling sorry for dear old Arthur. Ideas above his station. Let people gaze up at the stars, by all means, as long as they realise the gutter is where they belong.
I know who it is, but I can't remember his name.
Einstein. Apple fell on his head and he got out his bath. Yeah, here. Some important dates on it, including Arsenal's best back four from their double-winning team. Ray says you always get one of them questions. Practice blowing your nose with it so that you can read it. Be prepared. Remember Agincourt. Who?
Yeah, should do it. Now I just have to read it back to you, Raymond.
So was mine. Hopefully soon.
Where's he got to?
I'm sorry, Mr. Daly. We can't wait any longer.
I want to see the referee.
I am the referee, and I'm going to begin the competition.
Yeah, hold up. Contact lens come out. No, nobody move.
I didn't know you.
Dave, what is that?
Get a grip, referee. He's time wasting.
Who said that?
Signed, Ray Daly.
Perfect.
Sorry to have kept you. You may go, Raymond.
Cheers.
Look, either start this game or award it by default.
Yeah, careful.
What?
Ah, you've trodden on it. I'd like a spare pair in my office, Your Honour, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm sorry. I'm starting. We'll have to be out of here by 11.
Yeah, I appreciate the lift. We better shoot through traffic in your motor.
A trivia quiz, 2 against 4. Hardly seems fair.
Especially when you see the other team. Talk about taking it seriously.
I know what you mean. That's why I gave up.
Gave up?
Yeah. As a main man back home, used to play every week.
You got anything planned this evening?
Winchester, what is a sitter?
Easy chance in front of goal.
No, offer it over.
Indian musical instrument.
Correct.
Bad luck, Arthur. Reading the wrong books.
Excuse me, could you be careful with your diction to avoid any further misunderstanding?
Which superstar wanted to be alone?
Referee! He's got right on his hand!
Oh, my leg! Oh, crap. Sitting down. What was the question?
That's incorrect.
No, it's not.
I'll offer it over.
It's right.
Mr. Daly, it is not. Winning post, any?
Nat Lofthouse.
It was Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo wanted to be left.
I know that. We all know it. Everyone in the room knows it, except Arthur Daly.
I didn't know that.
Walter, what can I say? Null and void. And you sitting there with the correct answer on your lips. You must be seething. I do apologise.
He's trying to drive me mad.
Please, please. I hope you take note of that attack on my person when allocating the next question.
Please, let's have some decorum. From both sides. Winchester, When was Sir Walter Raleigh beheaded?
1618.
No help from the floor, please.
No, we're the rest of the team.
Right! Thank God you're here. What's the meaning of the police escort?
Arthur, he's played before. He's agreed to help us out.
Right, he is not one of us.
What is the fear of noise called?
Phonophobia?
Correct.
Sit.
Come along, gentlemen. Time is running out. Running out now.
Keep the Aspidistra flying. George Orwell.
Correct. Open question. Scores level. How many great train robbers were there?
25.
I'm afraid that's incorrect.
I beg your pardon. Ronnie and the lads did the hold-up. Fat Charlie ran a decoy run. Big Mickey drove a getaway car. Jeffrey, what's his name, looked after the loot. And Sam the Snout... What? You're grassing.
I think I'll call that one null and void.
It was wrong!
Please, referee's decision.
Here, here.
Final question. It's all on this. Name this piece of music.
Oh, my God, I know it.
Go on, then.
Albert Sandler and his orchestra. Brighton Grand.
Say something.
I can't remember.
Arthur, aren't in shift on you on your knees.
Serenade.
Correct.
Was the referee related, Daly?
Don't be bitter, Walter. Soundly thrashed though you have been. It's only a game, remember?
That wasn't a game. It was a travesty.
Try not to think of it as coming last. Think of it as coming second. You've got a good team there. A bit more practice, you never know.
If you're ever down the Isle of Dogs, Arthur, keep going.
I am proud of you, Arthur. Gracious in victory.
What did I tell you, Dave? There are some things that are sacred. I've achieved what I set out to do. I don't want to rub his nose in it. The Dailies are better than that. Good night, Dave. Good night, Dave. Come on, my son. Eric, I just came to say how sorry I am. How deeply, deeply sorry. Only those of us who've trod the rocky path of life and stared into the pothole of crisis can understand how you must be feeling. And if there's anything at all I can do to help, just say the word. Yes, sunny days are here again, my friend. In my good fortune, I have happened upon the Tutankhamun's tomb of garden equipment.
Really?
Yeah, now, as someone who's been in gardens all his life, you will appreciate what I've got here. This is a machine that actually makes people wolf whistle in the street. I have seen motorbike couriers riding less powerful machines than these.
Mr. Daly.
Now, for a lawn maintenance unit like this, we would normally be asking 7. But bearing in mind the number involved, I'm happy to let them go for 5.
Are they hot, Mr. Daly?
Certainly not. Hot, my friend? A little bit warm, perhaps, but you'd expect that with fire damage stock.
Oh, yes. I heard about that. Terrible.
Terrible. Eric had had that garden centre 15 years. And one of the great ironies of life, apparently the fire started in the wiring for his new sprinkler system. Please, I heard that clunk. These are now the property of the Hanging Gardens of Neasden.
Well, you sold them already?
The art of the entrepreneur, eh? I see an opportunity, dive in, snap it up and get out quick with the spoils.
Isn't that what a shark does?
Raymond, do not sully the name of commerce.
What, 28 sooty gnomes and a moth-eaten advert balloon?
Lost leaders. If I hadn't bought the job lot, I wouldn't have got the mowers, would I? Anyway, these boys will have their vocation. Fiat opportunists. Everything has its opportunity.
What, even that balloon?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you bin that when you've tucked all the mowers up.
What, tonight?
Oh, yes. Very easily emotionally disturbed lawnmowers. They hate being out at night. That is why God invented sheds. When did those go up?
I don't know, but Arthur, I'm supposed
This
to...
is your generation, you know. When I was a boy, we used to stuff potatoes up exhaust pipes for a bit of fun, but your lot, no. Posters and graffiti all over the place.
Yeah, but Arthur, it's 6:30.
Such a positive imagination. Do me a favour. Take it down before you knock off. It lowers the tone of the place.
Well, that is all right. 28 gnomes.
More or less. I'll bin the rest.
Not like you to bin anything, Arthur.
Not even I can find a use for an airship.
Airship?
Yeah, blimp balloon thing, you know. He used to have it flying above the car park with Eric's on it.
Yeah, you never bin that.
Well, what do I want with a 20-foot balloon with Eric's on it?
It makes a bit of money, that's all.
Hey, what? Who does make a bit of money?
There's a bloke I know up in the Black Country. He's got a firm. He rents them out.
What for, rides?
It's advertising, Arthur. Companies will fork out to see their name up in the sky. Big money, apparently. He charges by the week.
And, is it? I mean, does he?
Well, all I know is that he bought his missus a brand new red Porsche for her birthday because she got bored with a black one. Young Ray coming in.
He's doing some property maintenance. Very important, that. The public face of a business should always look clean. Sure that's the right skip?
Yes, Arthur.
It's in a yellow bag.
I know, Arthur. I put it in here, Arthur, like you told me.
Don't raise your voice in the street. It's very unprofessional.
Well, it's only a tatty old blimp. Why just suddenly want it back?
It has been rescued from destruction by the fair maiden of opportunity.
Well, perhaps you'd like to come in here and find it.
Yeah, that's right. One photo, 4x4, in colour. How much? Look, I want it done in Willesden, not Trinidad. Yeah, I'm sure there are standard rates. But I wasn't aware I'd phoned Lord Lichfield instead of Harry Powell at me snapper. All right. What would it cost in black and white? Oh, well, I'm sorry if it impinges on your creativity. But it'd be cheaper to dismantle the scene and rebuild it in a photo booth. Ray, how long does it take to press a button?
Arthur.
Here's me thinking 100%'s a good markup.
Arthur, will you stop? What is going on?
Business is going on, Ray. Our phoenix is rising out of Eric's ashes.
What business?
Aha, good boy.
Arthur, what business?
Daily inflatables. Advertise in the skies.
You are joking.
Well, if you want to be seen, you've got to be up in the sky, and we have a balloon.
We have a balloon with Eric's written on it.
Oh, that goes. Any punter's name can be on there.
Arthur...
So what we want a leaflet with a photo to show them. Honestly, do you know what these photographers are charging? I thought he was telling me the speed of the film he was going to be using.
Well, look,
now, what we want is someone who would do us a favour. So, hold on. That girlfriend of yours.
Oh, no.
She's a photographer.
I'm not asking Gloria.
Well, look, she's got a camera. She's bound to have some spare film kicking around.
Arthur, I'm not asking Gloria.
Oh, come on.
No.
Why not?
Because I know what she'd say.
No. Oh, no.
Look, Gloria, I know what you're going to say.
I just said it.
Well, let me explain.
Oh, I understand, Ray. You want me to take pictures for Arthur Daly for nothing.
Look, it's not...
I can't believe this, you know. After all he pushed you through.
Who?
Arthur! After all that skivvying round.
I don't skivvy round.
Really?
It's a proper job, Gloria.
OK, come on. What did you do today, then, in your proper job?
What, today?
Yeah?
Well, I had to shift some lawnmowers down to, Then I had to take the... Look, I don't have to justify what I do to you.
You're skivvying for Arthur.
Gloria, you've said no, OK? Just don't give me this anti-Arthur stuff.
OK. Well, I suppose if I tell myself I'm doing it for you and not for Arthur, and if it's the last thing I've ever to do with him, OK. And the price is a meal out?
Done.
Who does he want photographing, anyway?
Well, it's not exactly who as such. It's,
It's an airship.
What?
What, up there? I thought you was photographing it in the lockup.
Yeah, you'll have to blow it up.
Hey, what, with a bike pump?
Don't be daft, Ray. We'll be here all night. No, nip it down the garage.
Arthur, you just can't hitch it up to the free air pump.
No lilos, no footballs. It don't say nothing about no airships.
Look, the most you can do with air is check for leaks. You can't float it without helium.
No.
Yes, they just didn't hit the R101 down the garage, you know.
Yeah, and look what happened to the R101.
What?
Well, if that had been full of air, it wouldn't have exploded, would it? It would have just punctured. Gone 400 miles in 3 seconds and wrapped yourself around a tree in Denmark.
It wouldn't have got off the ground.
And look, I can't stand in that ring. I've got to be at Joey Bullen's at 1:30. Just get on with the job.
Arthur, I do my job and this isn't it.
Pardon?
I'm supposed to be a minder.
Yes, Raymond. And if you look in the Greater Oxford Dictionary under minder, you'll see it's derived from the Latin, and it means one who does what he's told without moaning, which is currently what I'm expecting of you. Now get on the case. Joey, as soon as I saw this balloon, I thought of you. You what? As a consumer of advertising. The Ring, still going strong, I see.
Oh, aye.
Legendary Joey Bullen fight nights. First Friday in every month.
Aye. What was it we always used to say, you and me?
I don't know.
Oh, we always used to say something. We had to say it, did we? Forgotten it now.
Ah, well. Time marches on, Joey. I see you're still using the posters for advertising.
Oh, yeah. Here's tonight's. Great line up, Arthur. Bill Flying Dutchman Van Dijk.
Oh, Dutch, is he?
Fantastic left hook.
Very good. Hook of Holland.
Eh?
Holland, look.
Dutch.
It's good to see a lifetime of boxing hasn't dulled your native wit, Joey. But I must say your advertising clout leaves a lot to be desired.
Oh? How's that?
Well, as it stands, conventional. But I am here to tell you, come next month, your fight night could have a bit of the old Arthur Daly punch.
Not started doing the posters, have you?
Oh, well, yeah, we can do posters, obviously. In conjunction. But you know me, Joey. I always have my eye on higher things.
Having trouble?
Hey? No, I'll manage, mate.
Balloon, is it?
Yeah, kind of.
They sometimes have them up with names on, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's what this one's for. Arthur Daly Inflatables. My boss wants it up over his car lot for a photo. Yeah, all right, all right. I told him I can check it for leaks, but air won't do it. It's just a waste of time. Now, if he wants to corner the market in aerial advertising, he's going to have to fork out for a bit of helium.
That's what he's doing, is it? Cornering the market?
Yeah, supposedly. I said I'm going, all right.
Not exactly majestic, is it?
Not exactly. Looks like a dinner lady on a bit of string.
70 quid. Immoral charging for gas. God put gas on this earth for all of us.
Yeah. Well, God didn't put it in canisters right round the transit, did he?
I thought photographers had it good.
Toad? Just down here, by the pool. He's not in a very good mood. Toad? Tony, pet, it's Warren.
Mr. Pike, I just came to tell you that...
You see, Warren, the psychology of disruption. One placid swimming pool and one tiny olive. Ripples create ripples. Thus, one tiny olive disrupts the status quo.
I just thought you...
Someone has flicked an olive into our pool, Warren. Someone has trodden on the forbidden lawns.
Hey.
Joey Bullen, I hear, is having his poster advertising material circulated as of this afternoon by a Mr. Arthur Daly. It appears that...
Daly?
Don't interrupt, please, Warren.
Sorry.
Mr. Pike.
Sorry, Mr. Pike.
It appears that we have been undercut.
We have with the balloons as well. That's what I came for. You know you're moving into inflatables. I just found out there's an Arthur Daly moving into balloons as well. Kind of Wilston Manor. And he's after cornering the market.
I think we should treat Mr. Daly to a night out on the marsh. Don't you, Warren?
Right, my dear. Now, this is what I envisage. Me standing here with a sort of professional smile and the cabin in the background and the inflatable above my head. You think you can manage that?
I think it may be my powers, Arthur.
Marvellous, marvellous. Right. All set?
Twitching to go.
Right. Yeah, hold on, don't click, don't click. What's all this?
Well, you want me to be in it, don't you?
Ray, this is a major company business launch.
Yeah, well, I'm part of the company. I'm an executive. You've always said.
Are you ready?
No. Hold on. How can I put this, Ray? Look, our business here is like a little version of our great nation. Every man has a function. Everyone turns his own little cog in the machine.
Right.
Right. Now, whatever his rank, however humble his calling, every man's job is critical to the running of that great machine. All right?
All right.
All right. But at the end of the day, you can only have one person's head on the stamps. Right?
Are you going to do anything?
Like what?
It looks a bit dull.
Well, those Brazilian dancers I ordered should be here in a minute. What do you mean, dull?
Dull? Can't you point?
Point at what?
Your nose. The balloon.
Why, isn't it clear where it is?
Oh.
Have you got it in that little square? You have to have it all in that little square.
Oh, do you, Arthur? Oh, yes, here it all is, yeah.
And in focus, not all fuzzy?
No, it's not fuzzy, Arthur.
Well, why do I have to point? I want a promotional photo, not a spot the blimp card. I'll show you.
That is it. I'm going to have to kill him.
Look, I know you're used to doing catwalks, but we don't want none of that fuzzy stuff, OK?
It's all right, Arthur. I left my fuzzy camera at home today.
Good. Now, all nice and sharp. Me, the cabin, and the inflatable.
But, Arthur, it looks like a holiday snap. You're going to have to interact with it. Hold your arms out. Say, hi, hello, this is what I've got to offer you.
I am a respected member of this community. I do not want photos of me looking like Ethel Berman on a supermarket notice board.
Right, well, we'll have to compromise then. Lead with your hand. Hold it up like that and smile. Yeah, that's it. That's lovely. You have to get it all in the little square, make sure it's not fuzzy. Oh!
Yeah, thanks, Gloria. You were brilliant with it.
Well, you owe me one good night out. And it has to be Spanish or upwards. It isn't a tandoori job.
I promise you, Spanish, French, Italian, whatever you want. You deserve it. Hey, what about La Cuisine at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, all right.
Just got to drop these miles off Denise, then.
Well, don't be late.
I'll be there.
1 minute late and that film goes in the Beaujolais.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, hello. Is that the fire brigade? Yeah, well, not only are they customised for the fire brigade, but they are of particular interest to firemen because they are, of course, lucky charms. What was that? Well, Cornish mythology states that anyone possessing a pixie or similar thing will never be befell by any bad luck. Yeah, all right, you have a word and I'll call in the morning. Hello. Hello? 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 You come to see about hiring the balloon?
You're late, Mr. Daly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had bad traffic.
Over there, please. Quick as you can.
All right, I'm not skivvy, you know.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Can you not roll them on the concrete? It blunts the blades.
What's going on?
Shut up, Daly.
Pardon?
You have trodden on the forbidden lawns.
I've had it, Arthur. How come it's all right for me to be a skivvy in one way, but I can't be a business associate in the other, eh? No, you can't answer that, can you? Right. Right, Arthur. I think it's about time we had a little chat about job description. Arthur? Arthur! You're absolutely sure?
Oh, it's taken a few years' practice, Ray, but I can normally spot him from behind a bar.
I know that, Dave. It's just that usually when he disappears, he comes down here. Then there's his cigar. That's the odd thing.
Yeah. No, Arthur would never leave Arthur a cigar. But perhaps he was in a bit of a rush.
But where?
Well, it's a slim chance, but he might just have gone home.
Oh, come off it, Dave.
Stranger things have happened.
Ah, mademoiselle, bonsoir. Par ici.
Thank you.
A drink, perhaps?
Yes, please. Dry martini.
You're waiting for someone?
Yes, I am.
Auntie? Yeah, it's Ray. Yeah, me, I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm just wondering, you haven't seen Arthur in the last hour or two, have you? Of course, I must be crazy. I'll try him down in Winchester.
It's a funny feeling being stood up, isn't it? You get this funny empty feeling in your stomach. And suddenly everyone else is in couples and happy and kissing, and you're the only one who isn't. Not so bad when it's two of us, is it? This is how they meet in films.
No, Lenny, look, stop laughing. Lenny, this is serious. Arthur has disappeared.
Look, I haven't trodden on any forbidden lawns. And if I did, there wasn't any signs up. So do you think you could see your way to taking me back? Hello?
No, right, you can't go to the law. Not yet. Besides, if you ring them and tell them that Arthur Daly has been abducted, it's going to be 2 days before they stop cheering. He hasn't been gone all that long. It's only just 8:30.
8:30? Gloria.
Thanks.
Can I get you some wine?
Yeah, I'll have a Beaujolais.
A bottle?
No, a glass with about that much in it, please. Just enough to drop a roll of film in.
Look, I hadn't realised the government had privatised the park-keeper service. When I was a lad, they used to wallop you round the ear and tell your parents. I didn't realise it's become an imprisonable offence.
You have trodden on the forbidden lawns.
Hey, Gloria, I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, Ray, it's lovely to see you. Can I just warn you in advance of your excuse that there is one word which you might use which will sink this film. OK, to go on.
Gloria, I'm sorry I'm late. I've had a bit of trouble with Arthur.
Oh, that was the word.
Gloria.
Have a nice meal, eh?
Gloria, sit down. It's important. I think Arthur's been abducted.
Ray, of all the excuses available to you...
It's not an excuse. I'm not going to make up an excuse like that, am I?
Abducted?
Yeah. One thing I meant to stop happening, and I failed, haven't I?
What has he got into this time? He's got out of his depth, hasn't he? He's not started anything new, has he?
No.
This balloons thing.
I hardly think balloons are a big mafia issue, do you?
So there's no new faces about the place that he might have had dealings with?
Gloria, I've told you there's...
What?
bloke from the garage.
What garage?
Come on.
Now, I'm going to ask a question. And I'll be very grateful if the answer didn't contain the words lawns or forbidden. Right? Where are we going?
You have trodden.
Thank you very much.
Is the attendant a man or a woman?
That's a bloke.
Right. Well, I'll go then.
You? Why?
Well, because if I go, I stand more chance of getting what I want. And tragically, that's the way the world works. Don't ask me why. Excuse me.
What pump is it?
No, it's no pump. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm in a bit of trouble.
What's the problem?
Well, I was just driving past here yesterday, and this man in a van pulled out right into my path. And, well, I've just been to the hospital, and it's whiplash, it's nothing. But the man said that he'd leave his name and address with my car for the insurance. And when I got the name, it just doesn't exist. And the car's a total write-off. Oh, it's just a chance, but you don't know who he might have been.
Pike?
Yeah, Tony Pike business account. That's what was on the check.
Tony Pike?
You know him?
No.
Damn.
Hang about it. I mean, not personally, but I have heard the name. Somebody I know has talked about it.
Well, come on, Dave, anything. I mean, what he does, where he goes, anything.
Someone I know worked with him. I can picture him telling me.
Yeah?
Can't remember.
This isn't going to work. We'll have to think of something else to do.
Hang about. I've got it. It's Bullen.
Who?
Joey Bullen?
The boxing bloke.
You've got the wrong bloke. I definitely didn't book this.
Oh, you don't have to book.
Hold on,
You don't have to do anything.
Look, you've got the wrong man.
Stay in there with what until Tony Pike turns up.
Who?
You see, you have trodden on the forbidden lawns, Mr. Daly. That means tomorrow morning they'll be taking you out of here on crutches.
Flying Dutchman, you're on in 3 minutes.
Excuse me, mate.
What? Who are you?
I'm looking for Joey Bullen.
Who let you back here? This is authorised only.
No, I've got to see him. It's really important, mate.
Well, he's not here. The flight started. He's in the auditorium. Out.
Well, all right. Can you tell us what he looks like then?
Out.
Okay, mate.
The wires come
in. Look, excuse me.
Shut up.
Just a minute.
I said, shut up.
Look, could I just ask one question that could be crucial to all this?
One question, then shut it.
Who is Tony Pike?
They all say that. I'll bet him. Not that I've done this before. I just bet they all say that, though.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Who looks like they run the place?
The third bout this evening, from Finsbury Park, weighing 180 pounds, will you welcome Mike Middleman Martin!
Right, stay here.
What you going to say?
I'll think of something.
Excuse me, Joey Bullen. I want a word, please, Mr. Bullen.
Shut up. There's a bloody fight going on. Hadn't you noticed?
Listen, I just want to...
And from Eindhoven, in the lowlands, weighing 190 pounds, will you please welcome Bill Flying Dutchman Van Dyke?
Hey, Mr. Bullen. Look, shut up right now.
I want to work with you now, please.
Get him.
I want to talk about Arthur Daly.
about Arthur Daly? You know Arthur Daly?
Well, of course I do. He's me uncle.
Sit down. Sit.
Arthur was in here yesterday. All right. We go back, him and me.
Mr. Bullen, Arthur has disappeared.
What?
That's why we're here.
He's gone. We think it might have something to do with a guy called Tony Pike.
Pike? You're kidding.
You know him.
Oh, yeah. I know Tony Pike.
Just a bit of business. Don't wait up. I could be a little while.
Just got me in a chance, no, I know I can take it.
So he's got a fly posting racket?
No, not the fly posting racket. And if anyone else gives it a go...
Well, what?
Well, he has this thing, a night out on the marshes. Anyone who crosses him gets it.
Well, guess what? What is it?
I don't know. All I know is the blokes who come back. Look, I don't like in front of the lady.
Look, tell us. Where is it?
The one time he needed me as a minder, the one time.
You've got to get to him, Ray.
Where are these marshes?
I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody who's been.
Well, who's been?
Les, out there. Les Critchley. Les, come in here a minute. Right, Les. I got a job for you.
Oh, yeah?
Lost something?
No flaming fags.
You smoke cigars?
Why?
Oh, just I've got a cigar you can have.
Don't think just because this is the first time I fall for anything.
That's all right, look. There you are. Favour for a favour.
Don't think this buys you anything. So tell you this don't change a thing. Tomorrow morning, they'll still be taking you out on crutches, right? Thanks.
An old mate of mine is in trouble. And we all help our mates, don't we, Les?
Look after him,
Yeah.
Joey. Come on.
All right.
Let's get you in here. Morella Court, please, mate.
OK, Governor.
Look, Ray, will you just please be careful?
It's under control. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, call me.
All right. Go on. Make it snappy, cabby.
We've got a rendezvous on the marshes.
Right, east, innit? Start heading east to start with.
Yeah, east is fine. Fine.
Look! You're OK. You're going to be no danger with me.
Yeah, and you think that counts, do you? Against Pike's boys?
Who's with the van? It's a bit bendy. It's all right.
All for me? Aren't you hungry?
Nah, you have it all.
Oh, well, have a chat over supper. Have a bit of time to spend. And you know what they say. Fiat opportunis.
Huh? Yeah.
Warren, why am I here?
Because you have trodden on the forbidden lawns.
Right, now, these lawns I keep hearing about belong to this Tony Pike, who I also keep hearing about. And it... Hold on. I've got it. It's the lawnmowers, isn't it?
Hey?
From Eric's. He's into lawnmowers.
No. Advertising.
What?
Posters. Well, not just posters anymore. Advertising blimps. It's his new thing.
The bus station.
Finsbury Park, that's where they got me. I can't go past it now, serious. I have to go up Tollingham Park Road, turn left into Mayfield.
Who got you?
Pike! Well, his boys. Always had these head cases round him.
Inhospitable, this place, isn't it?
That's why Tony likes it.
How does this Mr. Pike of yours take apologies, Warren?
Doesn't work. Didn't for me.
Well. So, do you come from a long line of minders, Warren? I mean, is it a family profession?
No. Dad was a fish porter.
Oh.
Billingsgate.
So this Mr. Pike must have made you a very good offer.
It's going to be beaten up.
Ah. So you decided discretion was the better part of valor?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really true. Yeah, you know a lot of, sayings, don't you?
I rely on them, Warren. The words of the wise are but torches to guide us through the tunnel of life.
I like that. Sayings. Like treading on the forbidden lawns. Taken out on crutches was mine. I did that.
Very effective.
What was that of yours? That, fiat opportuni?
Fiat opportunis.
You speak Latin as well?
Like a native. Fiat, let there be. Opportunis, opportunity.
See, I like that. I love all that. He thinks I'm thick.
Who does?
Shut up, Warren. Mr. Pike, please. Bloody skivvy this, skivvy that. Will use some physical aggression, Warren. Hate all that. Hate it.
He likes to think he's some long Good Friday gangster. He's got all this technique. Starts with his minders. They lock you in this place and just stare at you. He won't turn up for ages, but he tells them just to stare and say nothing.
My dad, you see, hated violence. Couldn't stand it. I think he was working a lot with fish that did it. Because they're very calm, aren't they, fish?
Yeah, yeah.
They're not naturally aggressive.
No. Very calm.
Precisely.
Then he turns up. Okay, Pike does. And he has this cigar waiting. And he just smokes it without saying anything, just looking at you. He loves that. Then he's nearly finished. And he stubs it. Oh, that's just the aperitif. He has this block of wood and an iron bar and...
Look, where was all this?
I saw the signs for Dartford.
Tell me more about your dad, Warren. Oh, well, only if you want to, obviously.
You like words, Dad? Used to get a Reader's Digest. Had this page with nice little sayings people had said. Used to learn them. Used to say them, like you. He knew hundreds. Like, why do we grow older, if not to grow wiser? Or a twinge of conscience, Warren. It's a glimpse of God.
God?
God.
Oh, God, right, yeah.
I think you would have liked me to be a writer. Something with words. Or possibly something to do with fish. That'd have made him really proud.
Well, you do work for Mr. Pike.
Suppose I must have let him down a bit, really. Can't really be proud of being on the dole for 20 years, and then running a poster outfit.
Well, we all have to find our... You ran a poster gang?
On my own. That's how I ended up here. I was up pasting on Muswell Hill one night. Tony Pike draws up. He gets out, shouting and screaming. Now he's going to put me in the back of the van. But like he's 2 feet smaller. He just stops and looks up and says, all right. He give me the option. I'd get beaten up or have a job. driving around chasing those who was...
Treading on his forbidden lawns. But Warren, did it never cross your mind to beat him up at all?
I can't really handle the physical aggression.
Oh dear, Warren.
Yeah. You ain't trying anything psycho. You know, soften me up, 'cause it won't work.
Warren, I wouldn't dream of it. Honestly.
Left. Right. No, left, as you were.
Look, make up your mind.
I don't know, do I? You don't know what this is like, mate. This is like escaping from the gates of hell and someone driving you back again in a taxi.
You talk a lot about your dad, Warren, don't you? Did he pass on any pearls of wisdom?
Pearls of wisdom? That's nice.
Yeah, you know, little lessons to help you through life.
Yeah. Yeah. Used to put me on his knee and say, Warren, never ever eat the head of a turbot.
You're right. No, I meant more emotional rather than fish-oriented.
The brown stuff is dangerous. And the eyes are really bitter.
Yeah, my dad passed on a pearl of wisdom to me.
Hmm?
Yeah. Arthur, he said, fear is a weapon. The knife itself is not frightening, but fear of the knife is what's frightening. And the more you think about that, the truer it becomes. Yeah.
But some knives are frightening.
Yeah, Warren.
Some knives are massive.
Yeah.
Dad had these huge ones he used to fillet conger eels with.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, Warren, is all of this has happened to me before.
Been kidnapped?
Yeah. It was very traumatic. I was 7. And there was this other kid, well, you know how you get one who's a bully boy.
Yeah.
And he locked me in this sports shed, tied me up, and stuck a bean bag in my mouth so I couldn't call for help. And I could hear all the others playing outside, playing British Bulldog on the field.
Right.
When I told my dad, Arthur, he said, if you don't stand up to this lad, you will have a bean bag in your mouth for the rest of your life. Your fear of him is his only weapon. Do you see what I'm trying to say, Warren?
Yeah.
That is all Tony Pike has got.
Straight on? Definitely?
Definitely. Stop!
For what?
Left. I think it was left.
You said definitely.
I was upside down in the back of the van, wasn't I?
Yeah, but did you look on the way back?
Funnily enough, no. Funnily enough, I was deciding whether to pass out from my ankles or a cigar.
Look, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear it.
You see, Warren, I know minders. There's good and there's bad. And a good minder's better than skivvying around. I mean, you are a sensitive person, Warren. That makes you bigger than all this. You're bigger than skivvying. You're bigger than Tony Pike. Let's face it, 2 feet bigger. So why are you here? Because you are frightened of him. We all are. But remember what happened when you got out of the van at Muswell Hill? He stopped dead. And why? Because he is frightened of you.
Somewhere here. I can feel it.
It better be.
You got the chance to spit that beanbag out and kick the door open. That is the great choice in your life now, Warren. Stay in the shed or run about in the sun. Walk out of this place into that bright new dawn with your head held high and say, I am Warren. I am not a skivvy. I am a dignified human being. Oh, think what your dad would say.
There. Up there.
You sure?
A night on the marsh. Up there.
Well, come on then.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Les.
I can't. That's it.
Les! Come on! All right.
Arthur! Arthur!
Mr. Daly. Well, you want to tie this one up, Warren? He's a strong lad. So this is the Mr. Daly. This is the olive in our pool. This is the man with the balloons. Who's been treading on the forbidden lawns of Tony Pike?
Tony Pike.
Heard of me, have you?
Yeah, I've heard of you. Come on in.
Warren, get in here, Warren! Can you help him, Warren? Warren?
Ray Daly, Mr. Pike. Arthur Daly's minder. Unless you tell me what you've done with my uncle, I'm gonna make you wish you'd never come out here tonight.
I haven't done it.
So where is he then?
I don't know.
Right.
No, I don't know. I don't know, do I? Warren the Minder's taken him off. He's done it himself. He's thick. He's soft. No, I was calling. You heard. I thought he was here, otherwise I wouldn't have come here, would I?
Pathetic.
Arthur!
Right. Goodbye then.
Thanks, Arthur.
Always happy to oblige.
If you get any trouble from Tony Pike.
I've got your number. And remember, my friend, fiat opportunis.
Fiat opportunities.
Ta-ra.
Sorry, Arthur. You gave me a job to do, and I was so bothered about what kind of job it was that in the end I just didn't do it.
Don't worry, Ray.
Hey?
You did your best in the circumstances. We all make mistakes. Wait. Great is the man who knows when he's made a mistake. The words of Lee Chai-min, engineer.
Yeah, Arthur.
Never let it be said that Arthur Daly fell foul of that dictum.
Yeah, but Arthur, I mean, what happened out there?
Quite a lot happened. Suffice it to say, I have just spent the most illuminating night on the marshes, as a result of which a 15-stone man mountain has gone off to fiat opportunist with the rest of his life, and I've come back to Willesden for a shower.
Yeah, but how did you get...
Raymond, do you think it falls within your role of duty to run me back to the car lot?
Come
on. You see, Ray, it suddenly struck me while I was sitting out there that I have made a considerable mistake. I mean, if I hadn't had you running around delivering lawnmowers and God knows what all, well, it's more than likely I'd never have been on a night out in the first place, because you would have been there to protect me. You see, I know you wouldn't say anything, but there's been a degree of late to which you've had the odd few skivvying jobs, Ray. No, don't deny it. And I have come to realise in my heart of hearts that that is true. You are worth more than that. I know that now. So I think it's time we had a chat about job descriptions.
If you say so.
Oh, I do. I mean, wherefore do we get older if not to get wiser?
Arthur.
And I say to you, no more lawnmower skivvying jobs, no more peeling off posters jobs.
Yeah, Arthur.
No, I will not hear a word against it.
Arthur.
And no more manual labour balloon hoiking jobs.
Arthur.
That is my pledge to you.
Will you have a look?
What? Raymond, before we have our little chat, there is just one last favour.